Hello! Welcome back to Team Bonus Action with Extra Life. My name's John. I'll be running this game of Warhammer 40k, Wrath and Glory. I want to thank all of you for tuning in. We've had a pretty good collection so far. I believe $640 out of our goal of $1,500. Let's see if we can get that up. You want to take over because I've never done this one before?
So, hi, it's TBA on our last day of the first Extra Life weekend in our push. So, what we got going on is we are partnered with Batson's Children's to the Children's Miracle Network Hospitals with Extra Life. Any donations you make to us between now and December 31st will go directly to Batson's through the network, and it will help parents pay for bills for their children because we're heading into the Christmas season. Money's already tight, and you should never have a parent have to worry about keeping a roof over their head or paying their child's medicine bill. So if you can donate, please do. Our goal is $1,500 because last year when we did a check, that is the uninsured rate for an MRI and for the anesthesiologist necessary for kids that are under the age of 6. My son used to go to Batson's all the time for their neurology department, and if you can help, please do, because it is a worthy cause. No one should have to deal with the hellscape that is our current insurance system. So again, links down below, or you can use the QR code. This way. QR code that's over by our DM. It'll take you to our website. So if you do that, you can donate. It'll make a noise at us to let us know that you did it, and we would greatly appreciate it.
Yeah. Woo! Thank you.
Can you lower the DM just a little bit?
Oh, is it?
Just a little.
Is it too loud to?
No,
it's just like it's right over. You're getting.
I can scoot up a little bit.
You're getting a little Patch Adams.
Okay. All right. Well, I want to thank everyone for joining us. Again, we're going to be playing a game of Warhammer 40,000 Wrath and Glory. It is a D6 system, and we're just going to go ahead and get into it. So, I always think that a Warhammer 40,000 game should start off with the introduction. This one has a little bit of a special one, so. For more than 100 centuries, the Emperor has sat on the golden throne of Earth. He is the master of mankind. By the might of his inexhaustible armies, 1,000,000 worlds stand against the dark. Yet, he is a rotting carcass, the carrion lord of the Imperium, held in life by marvels from the dark age of technology, and 1,000 souls sacrificed each day so that he may continue to burn. To be a man in such times is to be one amongst untold billions. It is to live in the cruelest and most bloody regime imaginable. It is to suffer an eternity of carnage and slaughter. It is to have cries of anguish and sorrow drowned by the thirsting laughter of dark gods. This is a dark and terrible era where you will find little comfort or hope. Forget the power of technology and science. Forget the promise of progress and advancement. And forget any notion of common humanity or compassion. There is no peace amongst the stars, for in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. Nestled between the Karnak Mountains is the Valley of Ankra. Its highly fertile lands are only accessible via a narrow track through the mountains or by airdrop, meaning the farmland here must be worked by hand as opposed to the colossal servo tractors used elsewhere on the mega acreages of Ostia. Ankra's laborers efficiently farm the land, and it is held as an exemplar of how humanity can profit from sheer determination. Piercing through the gray clouds above the valley is a massive imperial cruiser, the Pious Hammer. It slowly descends into the wide valley below as it makes its way to its landing site, the silos that dominate the skyline of Ankra Valley. Aboard the ship, you begin packing your things for disembarkation, having a final chance to go over the briefing that sent you here in the first place. And as all of you are on this ship, you've got your things packed. Not a whole lot that you've got with you, just what you need. You've got a data slate with you that goes over your mission and why the rogue trader Jackal has sent you here. The note says, over the past few months, laborers in Ankara Valley have been disappearing, and there have been discrepancies in the records. There is a rumor of conflict between the Adeptus Mechanicus and the Eschelarchy in the valley. Why has the Administratum not reported the conflict, and what is the cause of the strife? Is this disagreement the cause of disappearances, or is something more sinister at work? Astra Militarum Command has requested help in finding out what is happening in the Valley of Ankara. We are sending you in to find the cause of the disappearances, rectify whatever strife there may be, and, most importantly of all, restore productivity. The Emperor protects.
Okay, what were the two sides in that were fighting? The Mechanicus?
There is the Adeptus Mechanicus, and the other one is the Eschelarchy. Basically, the Space Church.
Then these are two usually allied part of the...
Both of them are part of the group that is the Imperium. The Mechanicus is a little bit off. They're a bit separate. It's more of an agreement to work with the Imperium.
Yeah.
Because the Imperium, in order to continue to exist as an empire, it needs to create war, and the Mechanicus makes the guns.
Okay. Yeah, because they don't actually at least they worship like a machine god, right?
Correct. The Omniscide.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like they have a picture of Elon Musk somewhere?
Oh, probably. Let's see that. The great prophet Musk.
Great in quotations.
Yeah. All right. So your goals while you are here is to find out what's causing these disappearances. There's a conflict that's going on politically, and the four factions that are part of this are the Eschelarchy, the Church, and the Adeptus Mechanicus, they're the ones having the tip. The Administratum is the one who's actually running the area and trying to keep everything working. And the Militarum, the military, are the ones who are protecting the area, and they're the ones who reported that there was a problem in the first place. Why didn't the Administratum report the problem?
Okay. I think I got the gist of that written down. Hopefully I do not forget my own shorthand.
Okay. We will go, it'll come up here in a little bit. All right, so, as you are finishing reading up, packing up, the ship lands and shudders to a stillness, and then you disembark. You find yourself standing on a landing pad high atop one of the enormous silos. Picture 200, 300 feet tall. It's a skyscraper, and on top of it is a several kilometer long spaceship that is nestled on top. As you are standing beside the edge, you can look over and you can see this giant valley before you. Directly below you are a series of dull-looking hab units, an imposing cathedral, and a gray utilitarian building, marked with the symbol of the Administratum. To your northwest is a complex building covered in intricate tubes, its gates bearing the skull in cog symbol of the Adeptus Mechanicus. To your northeast is a craggy opening leading out of the valley with a single imperial bastion. Everywhere else is fields of crops that stretch outwards in all directions to the foothills of these huge mountains that marks the border of the valley. While you're surveying the area, you hear someone speak to you. Turning toward the voice, you see a hunched man in a gray cloak. And You hear, "Fine warriors of the Emperor, I welcome you to Ankara, such as it is. I won't insult you by asking why you are here, as I understand my place in our glorious Imperium. I am Xanther, Administratum Adept, and I have a humble request of my own. You will soon meet Confessor Euphrates and leading tech adept Genitor Heptex shortly. I apologize in advance for their behavior. If you have time whilst you are here to repair their relationship, I would be most grateful. Please seek me out at the Overseer's compound if you ever need any assistance." And he then sort of gestures toward what looks like two people arguing on top of they're standing on a platform that is a plasteel platform, probably an elevator to get you down, and you just see them just arguing back and forth. What would you like to do?
Do we want to help repair their relationship? A matchmaker.
What was Confessor Freddy's in Mechanicus what?
Confessor Euphrates, and the leading tech adept is Genitor Heptex. Genitor, I think, being his station, Heptex being his name.
Where did Xanthar say he was?
He's going to be located at the Administratum building. It's the gray, it's like a, you can actually see it as you look over the edge of the silo. Down farther below is a gray, rockcrete pyramid building, completely utilitarian.
The most boring building.
The absolutely most boring building that you could probably picture. No windows. It's got a door.
It's civil service gray.
Yes. To match his civil service gray clothing that he's wearing as well.
At least it's not go away green.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe at this time we should introduce characters.
Oh, absolutely. Let's go around the table and we'll introduce who we are.
So I'm playing Ishmael Salowick, the inquisitorial acolyte of the Ordo Xenos. And I guess I'm going to go based on this character right here. He is bald, looks middle-aged, but is wearing some nice armor, has a chain sword, and a nice thick tome on his side. Dressed in grays and whites. And yeah, I guess he would just be standing there just trying to look as imposing as possible.
I am Gideon Faulkner. Gideon is an older man, bald-haired, nice gray beard, better than mine. Thick, with 2 C's, book that he kind of just holds close to his chest the whole time. Had to, naturally, you know. It's about the size of the book. Old, ribbon sticking out all over the place. He is the Ministorum priest for this group.
The name is Praxa Primera. I am a human hospitaller of the Imperia Adeptus Ministratum Order of the Bloody Rose, and you basically see just as she has like a red cloak on with just these massive Azula looking pauldrons on with just leather belts and stuff, kind of a bit of a red and gold motif.
I'm here and I'll be playing Eleanor Onvid. I'm a member of the Administrative Imperium Inquisition Order, so it's hard for me to tell exactly where I'm looking at right now because I have my face is bandaged. I got hoses going back to a backpack. I got a knife. I got a gun. I'm not gonna let anyone see the size of my book because I don't want to make anyone feel inappropriate. So I'm here, with him. Trying to figure out everything.
Okay.
We all have to show our books.
Yeah. So to start off, to give you guys a little bit more direction for your scenes that you're going to be having, I'd like all of you to roll a d6 and look at your objectives.
Oh.
Okay. What? What's wrong? What happened?
No, I just read the one I have. Oh God.
Do we need to share this? or-
It might be funny for, but yeah, I mean, if you want to keep it a secret, it could be good.
I think I'm going to keep it a secret.
Okay.
I will keep mine a secret.
Okay, so part of the as explained, the part of the rules for the game is that each character has 6 objectives that they roll for, and they are trying to complete them in a scene. The more they complete, the more points that they will get in order to spend later on in the game.
Okay. Spence, what was your character's name again?
Praxa?
Praxa, and you were a hospitaler?
Yes.
Hospitaler.
Hospitaler, okay.
I'm sorry, say your name one more time.
Praxa. Praxa.
And Eleanor, what were you?
Eleanor is an Inquisitor Imperium Ordo Xenos.
Eleanor's the sage. You're the acolyte.
Okay.
Both of you will be.
Oh yeah, I left that part out. So.
It's okay. So instead of classes, this game uses archetypes. So it just gives you more keywords. You know, that's for the character building stuff. We'll just get into that later if it comes up. All right, and everybody else has got their characters. Everybody's good. All right. So to get us back into the scene, you're standing on top of a skyscraper-sized silo, a enormous ship that you've just disembarked from, the Pious Hammer. You've had Xanthar, a man who is in a gray cloak, kind of hunched over a little bit. Might have a hump, you know. He's
We're not judging.
Yeah.
It might be his backpack face respirator.
Possibly. And he's pointed out 2 other individuals who seem to be having an argument. One of them is who you assume to be Confessor Euphrates, wearing the white robes of the church. She's one of those naturally beautiful people, those high charismatic type person that you could probably listen to. The reason why she's not in the church. And she's arguing with what looks to be a pile of a person wrapped in a red cloak that you can see no features of, except that he might have an actual human left hand, and the rest of it is these lumps all over these all over his body draped over the cloak.
This tracks.
Okay, that's a mechanic right there.
What?
No, I didn't. I wasn't speaking in character.
Oh, you just lifted. I'm sorry. It's just that cover, there's just the mask like a superhero on there, but there's no eye. So I'm like, am I blind?
Yeah. I can go over what that model is later, but I just grabbed it. It's fun. I also have a couple others in case.
No, I'm solid on this one.
Okay, it is more of my favorites. All right, so you're standing on top of the silo. You see 2 people arguing on the one elevator that seems to be the only way off this thing.
Well,
I start walking towards it.
I guess let's get over there.
Okay. As you get closer, you begin hearing their conversation. And the one in red begins, you catch his part of the conversation first, and he says, "This elevator is a perfect example of the weakness of the flesh. Query, do you calculate more crops could be acquired if holy servitors powered this elevator?" And the female in white robe says, "Absolutely not. Humanity is made in the Emperor's image. If he wanted us to alter our forms, he would have decreed it himself, you impious fool." Anger. Predictable. Perhaps if the laborers and yourself were more logically inclined, they would not believe foolish myths, and the righteous work of the Omnissiah would continue undisturbed. Perhaps if the blasphemous Mechanicus weren't so keen to enter the forbidden ruins and convert every injured citizen into a soulless servitor, people would trust them more. And at this point, you 4 are noticed. And she points to you and says, You there, new arrivals. What do you think? Should elevators be powered by glorious manpower or cold machinery?
I have a question with that. Are there people down there pulling on a rope to make us go up and down?
Yes, of course. The glorious strength of the human form. You were standing on a 300-foot, high, 300-ton skyscraper, and the only elevator.
I'm assuming
the only elevator is man.
I'm assuming that there is not a freaking handrail or OSHA is exploded somewhere out in space.
Oh no,
making the fit of the Chaos Lords.
Yeah, OSHA does not exist
If
here.
I may. While the glorious strength of man towers above the filthy, horrible Xenos and their weird, wicked ways, their manpower could be used in a better place than a simple elevator.
Anybody else's opinion?
Or we could get some slaves of some filthy, horrible, weak, and
That'll just make it go down faster.
Xenos.
Now, if I may, I say that that's very good. You give them jobs, and then that you are making them useful instead of them always up in my damn sick bay.
Couldn't they be farming instead of doing the ropes?
Confessor Euphrates, have you no faith in the Emperor of Man? While we are made in his image, yes. The strength of man lay not with man himself, but with the Emperor. These men can be used better in the fields. Let the soulless machines lift this elevator. Have you no faith in man?
Interesting takes. I like it all.
It doesn't fall.
Yeah. The confessor is taken aback a little bit. You're obviously a man of the cloth. And at this point, and you can feel a little bit of pride, I suppose, coming from the mechanicus who is standing beside her.
Also,
They're also impressed by
I did my 5, chastise an individual for lack of faith.
Perfect. Okay. So you will gain an extra wrath point. There you are. Okay. So the wrath points will be used later to do a few. You can use them to reroll dice and stuff. We'll go over that when it comes to rolling dice. All of you have made your way onto this elevator during this conversation, and it began. And you see Xanther go over there, and he presses a button, and then you slowly begin descending through this silo. There's not a whole lot of guardrails on here. It's very unsafe.
Moving towards the dead center of the thing.
Yeah. So
just standing there like this, trying to look cool, but inside I'm like, fuck.
yeah.
Just gonna pull that down.
Yeah, the elevator goes down the silo, and you're seeing laborers, just hand laborers, just working different valves and moving whatever this silo is carrying through pipes and stuff. As it goes lower and lower, you're starting to get the smell of alcohol, sucrose, wheat in this silo. And as you continue lowering down, that smell becomes stronger, and you also see moss begin to grow on this ancient machine that you are currently riding down. And then as you lower and the moss gets a little bit thicker, you're seeing the laborers who are standing there with these satchels, and they're just scraping the moss off the side of the building, and they're just going, "Oh, that'll be good lunch later," and they'll move it aside. So eventually you do reach the bottom, where you see as it comes to a stop with a shuddering thud. And you walk out of this elevator, feet on what is terra firma, and you look to the left, and there's just a team of laborers around a working wheel, just tired.
Yeah, I can do the rest of the servo.
Yeah. I thank you for your support. And at this point, the Genitor will begin moving off toward the large complex in the distance covered in pipes, while the Confessor, very upset about this whole conversation that's just and how it went, is going to move toward the large cathedral. And Xanther, the guy who actually talked to you and spoke to you about what was going on, he's going back to the Gray Pyramid at the Administratum building.
Does it look, Keeper, does it look like there's anybody that's not doing what they're supposed to? Someone that's like slacking off or...
As you look around, you're seeing these fields of wheat and different flora. And most of it, what you're seeing is just human physical labor. Like, you are all in part of the Great Imperium. Technology is like a weird and mysterious thing, but these people are basically serfs. You see people with like scythes and like just hand sickles, just cutting wheat and putting it into woven baskets. You think far out in the distance you can see maybe an old tractor that somebody is driving while another person has somehow attached a plow behind the tractor and is holding it as the tractor drags the plow.
This is very inefficient.
No, I was blind.
What do you?
It's not my job to think. My job is to only do the Emperor's will. And his will is to find the cause of the disappearances, take care of it, and fix the production. I start heading towards.
Yeah.
Last thing, can I roll to investigate to see if like there's any graffiti or...
Oh yeah, that would be that's going to be awareness.
Awareness, so I get to roll 6.
Yeah, so your total die, you roll that, and you're looking for 4s, 5s, and 6s.
I got a 6 and a 4.
Okay, so a 4 is 1 success, and a 6 is 2 successes.
Okay.
So 3 successes. Looking around, you do see a little bit of graffiti on these buildings. It is the it looks to be a symbol of a rising sun that has been there for what looks to be years. And as you look around, you're seeing more of these symbols.
Nothing that would be connected to the Imperium or the church.
Not normally, no. You don't see anything. I mean, it could be a religious symbol. Again, the Imperium is a very religious area. You're going to need a little bit more investigation to talk to the people to see what they're truly believing in. But a symbol of a rising sun is not normally a symbol that is part of the Imperium.
Okay.
Now we know that the Ministorum should have sent notification to us, but it was the Militarum that sent us notification.
Correct. The Militarum note has been questioning these disappearances, and the Administratum should have been the ones who sent it, but they did not.
Okay, so I think our first step should be the Ministorum.
Administratum. Okay. So that's going. All right. Then in that case, you're going to be going to the Gray Pyramid thing. All right. So all of you turning toward this ominous building, like looking like the top of an obelisk poking out of the ground, and begin moving in that direction. And as you walk, you're seeing laborers out in some of these fields, just ancient hand, just collecting everything by hand. Off to another field, you think you see what looks to be a mechanical man walking around with arms that have been replaced with scything talons, and they are just going to town, cutting through this wheat.
They made Combine Man.
It is just all it is just Lawnmower Man 3.0.
Yeah.
While we're walking, Keeper, can I roll scholarship? Just going through my brain of what all I've studied, being a sage, about that symbol, just thinking and thinking.
Absolutely. Roll me a scholarship.
Okay, so that's 6, because I don't think this is... I don't need the wrath die, right?
Oh, no, you still have the wrath die.
Oh, okay.
It's whatever die, it's however many dice, one of them needs to be the wrath.
Yeah, and this is not alien, so I don't think. I got 2 4s.
Okay, so that's 2 successes. Remembering back on the data slate that you had in your pocket, it was going over some of the information about this planet and the area that you're going to, and it was talking about the history of this area. And when it was first settled, when the Imperium came here and there were already humans here, they all believed in this religion that the sun was God, and that there was and that's what gave them life, and that's where the labor comes in. That's part of their religion, is that they would praise the sun by doing the labor for farming. When the Eschalarchy came in the church, like the Catholic Church of old, instead of stomping it out and running over it with a boot, instead they said, "Oh, you praise your god, the sun. Well, we have the same god. His name is the Emperor, and he also praise it. Like, he also is what gives us energy and food and life." And so they have they have combined the two religions together.
So that would not necessarily be heresy. That
No.
Okay.
In this area, they call him the Dawn Emperor. They praise the Emperor, but they use it using the ancient traditions, which is farming until you drop dead.
Yeah, we got Solovictus up in here. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very specific thing. I don't know how I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought for a second I had it, and I don't.
Yeah, the mine is kind of more situational, but continue.
Walking into the...
Okay. You do get to the Administratum building. There are 2 guards standing outside. They welcome you as new arrivals. Obviously, you're not just a regular serf and laborer because, well, frankly, what you're dressed as.
We don't have shit all over us?
Yeah. And they hand you each a data pad for you to sign in. It needs to be written in triplicate. So you're going to need to do some tests here. You may either roll a deception in order to sort of like fudge the documentation, a tech roll if you have it. I'll allow scholarship, and we'll do persuasion as well. Either any one of those skills to try to get this paperwork dwn.
So it was
We're rolling for bureaucracy.
tech,
Yes.
scholar. Okay, scholar.
You are standing outside the bureaucracy.
I'm rolling
Oh, I got
scholar.
Fourth flex.
Yours is based off the /6 is based off if you are dealing with Xenos. So right now it'll just be 4 for you.
I rolled a 5 on my wrath die.
Okay, that's good. 5 is a success.
I had
We
rolled
always
a.
incorporate the rest.
Always.
I had rolled a 4 on my raft die, and then I had got a 6.
Okay, so that's
on my
3
right.
successes for you.
I got 4 successes.
Okay.
I got 6 on my rat die, 6 on a regular die, and 5 on one die.
Okay, so that means that you have critically succeeded on this test because you rolled a 6 on the raft die. So
So I'm really
all of
fucking
you,
good.
yeah. So you 3 are able to quickly get through all the paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
You happen to remember this one time where you learned the ancient skill that was taught to you by an Adeptus Mechanicus friend. It was called the Control-C, Control-V. Yes. So you are able to quickly complete the paperwork. All of you turn it in, they all look at it, and they let you pass into the building.
It's like y'all are still sitting there, I'm just handing back the data pad.
Mm-hmm. You walk into the building, and inside, the sound of quill on paper scratches just fills the room, along with people shuffling about. It smells of burning candle in this room, as that's what most of the lighting is. You can see along one side are men sitting in desks, just filling out paperwork, rubber stamping something, and then passing it on to the next person. On the other side are these automated writing machines, auto quills, which, because machines can't always be trusted in the Imperium, they incorporate a part of a person, because people can be trusted. So what you're seeing are these people's skulls who have been made part of this machine, and then dangling down from them are these quills, and they are quickly writing across this paperwork as it rolls past it.
So this would be like a pretty normal sight.
This would be normal
Yeah.
for all of us.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Me going,
Yes, the machine cannot be trusted. They are abominable intelligences.
Now, question.
Mhm.
Like, is there like in the skull is like out of character that we know it that's like if there's like an actual human brain doing that? Or
If it is possible, if the human brain is active and still like there, they will use it absolutely as a cogitator.
Okay, so it
it's the worst way of becoming an android right now. You're now like Scribebot 3000.
Yeah.
They don't trust AI because it was the downfall of humanity. So this is their AI, which would use its human brain.
Oh no, that the AI art revolution had ended Earth.
It was
Humanity died to Elvis's AI created voice singing Baby Got Back.
Mhm.
God,
That the NFT bros actually succeeded.
Oh no.
man.
Out there, there's like the one human not part of the Imperium that's just the last remaining crypto bro.
Okay, I guess we just keep heading back.
Yeah. So where would you like to go in this building? So there's several rooms that you could actually rent out like a few of the rooms. You've been sent here by the guy who's basically running the solar system right now. So you can get rooms here. You can talk to Xanther, as he was the one who invited you here. You could investigate the records that are just slowly or quickly like going past
I will
you.
make my way to records.
Same, making my way
I
to
was
work.
going to go to Xanther just to ask him why exactly hasn't anything been.
Yeah. Who's in charge here, and we need to speak with them.
Okay. All right. So you two are going to go to Xanther. You two are going to look at the records.
Yes.
All right. So going to Xanther, you find him in his room, which is it's a collection of multiple scrolls that are just like, it looks like it's a library almost of scrolls with a simple bed in the center. And he said, and he's going over. You're asking, what exactly are you asking him?
Well, okay, so we know that something disappearances has been happening.
Yeah.
And there's been a conflict between the who was it? The Mechanicus and the church.
Yeah.
And the Administratum hasn't been reporting this.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
the disappearances are it's normal. It's farm work. They're laborers. People die. It just happens. There's some superstition that they've got around here about at the Grim Harvest, an old, frankly, ridiculous superstition tracing back from the churches whenever they came through here. But that's what a lot of the laborers attribute to. But it's just loss of life through farm work. Nothing to really worry about, I would think.
I mean,
Centaur,
Mm-hmm.
if it was nothing to worry about, we would not be here.
what about this conflict?
The church and the Estelarchy and the so the church says that the disappearances are caused by the Mechanicus, that they are stealing people in the night and turning them into servitors.
Okay. What about the Mechanicus?
The Mechanicus says that they aren't doing that. They take the dead and that people that have perished, and they use their bodies as servitors.
So out of character, basically, they're like, you're taking these living people, and Mechanicus is like, no, we are only taking the corpses.
Yes.
Okay.
We are necromancers, not murderers, sir.
Exactly. The and of course the church doesn't really like that idea. The part of another hanger-on from the religion was that the bodies need to be buried. Silly thing, I know, but yes, they the Mechanicus wishes to take the old non-functioning servants and then turn them into servitors that they may continue to work.
Seems reasonable.
What's your personal opinions on that?
Personally, I honestly just want them to try to stop arguing so much. They are the church and the Adeptus Mechanicus are coming to a head. They're riling up. The church is riling up the laborers and trying to get in the way of the Mechanicus. And the Mechanicus, they want to just continue their job, but their job is turning everyone into robots. So understandable, I guess.
Lastly, we would like a place to stay. Seems like a neutral spot in the Administratum.
Oh, by all means, rooms can be created for you.
Maybe we should talk to the Mechanicus and see how exactly the bodies looked before.
Let's see if the others have turned up any
Of course.
information as
Yeah.
well.
So, meanwhile, our two are in the record room.
Definitely be looking to see if there's any form of it's not inequities, any type of
Inaccuracies?
inaccuracies. There we go. My brain's not wanting to work this morning.
Okay.
Or discrepancies.
Discrepancies, that works too. Let me see. Let's say an investigation skill check. We'll do that.
So that is 6. Oh, that looks like there's a 4. There's 2 5s.
Okay.
So that's 3 successes.
That's 3 successes. Okay. Gathering up some of these records, you begin going through them, and they're not matching up to the reports that you had seen before. The reports said that these disappearances were happening all over the valley. They weren't really, they were not centered on an area, but all the ones that you're seeing are happening to laborers that happened in the southwest section of the valley, and you're also noticing that a lot of them are older laborers or people that may have had an injury of some sort.
So injured or old, basically.
Mm-hmm.
In the southwest sector, specifically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, which doesn't match up to what you were told before from your records that were reported, and 2, the disappearances are greater than have been reported.
You said the southwest?
Yeah.
What area was that? Because the Middletown was the northeast, the Mechanicus was the northwest.
Mm-hmm. As you if you were to remember back to while you're standing up there and you had looked southwest, all you saw was this forested area and mountains. There's nothing really out there.
Okay, so we're finding this out in get this information that southwest. Who was it that reported? We got information from the military, right?
Yes.
The military reported that there was disappearances.
Okay, so what Eleanor will do is storm out of the records room and grab. I'm assuming that there's pseudo Gothic candelabra like things.
Oh yeah,
because it's Grimdark. Is going to just grab one that has a bunch of candles on it and go towards Old Roseboro.
Okay, so you're going towards Xanthard?
Yes.
Okay, so you two are standing in Xanthard.
Spence was there with me.
I was just going to probably assist to see that if it was any type of a scholarly approach of if it's been just something to do now that, since that Eleanor has said something about that southwestern portion, to see that if it's any kind of historical significance up in that quadrant.
Roll. Let me see. It would be basically a history check. Something that you heard earlier. I'd say either cunning or scholar. I'd allow either one of those.
Okay, then I would do a scholar.
Okay.
No. All did not succeed at all.
Okay. All right. Let me know if on your raft die you either roll a 1 or a 6.
I rolled a 1 on the raft die.
A complication happens. So I will need you to roll me 1d6 and see what happens here.
3.
3. This is a fun one. As you were trying to remember, go back into your memories and try to figure out what was talking, what happened. Maybe something I mentioned something in the Southwest. Something else happens. You remember something from your past comes back to haunt you. An old wound flares up in pain, or you're distracted by a memory. Something about maybe the standing on the silo, or maybe these people disappearances are starting to get to you. Something in your past is distracting you, and you get kind of caught up into it. Basically, a PTSD situation here.
Yeah, that her eyes just go wide, and then she's just just what on earth was that? Just laborers.
Yeah.
Too many bodies. Just
fade to
violence.
Just fade to black. Start playing.
Oh, Eleanor had left the room. I need to go follow her.
Yes. You begin following Eleanor, and you reach Xanther's room.
I'm gonna burst into the room and go straight for old man.
Okay.
He has a beard.
Yeah.
Oh god, what did I
Oh
miss?
no.
I'm going to shove
Mm-hmm.
the candelabra just under the beard so it starts to singe the bottom of it.
Ooh.
Why are you multiplying records?
Roll me.
Hold on, did I beat out the limiter? Let me redo this. Why are you multiplying records?
All right.
Imagine
Roll me intimidation on that.
Oh, okay. That's only 3. I'm not that scary. Oh shit, that's a 4 and a 6.
Awesome. All right. So you grab this guy, jam this candelabra under it, and it
Start setting his beard
on fire. And then you guys are watching this as it happens. You come in,
He
seeing.
must have found something.
Yeah.
What'd you find, Pyrex?
Oh,
Just
Eleanor.
Eleanor.
I found this little old caucus over here. Falsifying records. There's more dead than they told us. That's cutting into the Emperor's thread.
Is this true?
So with that intimidation check, this guy, he is not. He's freaking out a little bit. He is. You got a candle. You four representing authority have come in, and you've grabbed him by the shirt. You're holding a candle up to his face. He's going like, it's okay. It's just the record. Look, they want it. They forced me to do it. They forced me to do it.
Who are they?
He points. He points under the bed that is in the room.
Can I just go like that with the bed?
You flip the bed. There is a trunk sitting on the bed, or sitting under the bed.
She is Praxa getting over her PTSD is just going to be like, you better just hope that basically that this does not implicate you, or so may that the blessings of Alicia Dominica will basically save your sorry hide.
He says that they forced me to. And I say, the heretic and the blasphemer can offer no excuse for their crimes. For those who are pardoned merely live to further shroud humanity from the light of the Emperor. With the darkness of their souls.
Alicia Dominica, bless us.
As he's doing it, I'm slowly moving it so I'm catching more of the beard on
As
fire.
they're doing that, I'm just letting that happen. And I'm opening up the chest.
You find a severed head.
I pull out the severed head. Who is it?
It's just you don't recognize the person. It's a severed head of a male human. Across the forehead, and carved into it with a sharp blade, it says, "Remember your oath."
I take the head and put it right up to his. So what is this about? I'm just gonna keep it that.
They forced me to do it.
Who?
The dark ones, the grim harvest, the shadow beings.
Okay, can I do what would be like a?
Can I roll the
religion?
scholarship?
Yeah,
Sure.
scholar.
Yeah,
Sure.
Can I
Is
use-
this Zeno or no?
Yeah, I was going to, I was gonna try and go into my mind palace to see if this was Zeno's heresy.
Okay. Sure, we'll allow it.
Yay! I get to roll all the dice.
Our faculty. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh,
2, 4, and I got a 5 on my rep.
I got 3
Okay.
successes and I rolled a 1 on wrath.
Okay, so I will need to roll me another d6 because you will get a complication.
I got a 4.
4. Your choice. Some technology in this scene will malfunction. It could be something you own, something that you're interacting with, or something in the environment. A stray servo skull or a cherub could interrupt whatever it is that you're doing. But you do succeed.
Okay. Can one of the scribe bots flip the hell out?
Yeah,
I feel like that's appropriate. One of the scribe bots just.
yeah. It
Just starts going like this.
it begins. Yeah, ink and quills just begin like stuttering as apparently it was recording this entire interaction. And
Oh no, this place is hated.
yeah. There are several Xenos creatures that could follow this description of what he's giving you. But you don't have enough clues really to determine exactly what it is.
Xanathor, is this Xenos
Maybe, I don't know.
following some weak, disgusting Xenos?
Every time he takes a break in that cadence, I am just moving it further up the beard.
I want all of you to roll an awareness check.
Also, would I be able to argue that this is cleansing the filth of the enemy with holy fire?
Yeah,
All right, I did my thing.
yeah. Gain another wrath point for
Would
yourself.
this count as postulate on the weakness of the mutant, the alien, and the
I have
I will allow it. Sure.
I have
got
a 5, but I did roll a 1 on my wrath die.
Did you do your thing though?
Invoke. Did I invoke earlier?
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah.
I rolled a failure, complete failure, with a mega failure on my wrath die.
Yeah, I got a 1 on my wrath die.
All right, I need both of you to roll 6s.
I rolled a 4, a 5, so that's 3 successes, and I got a 6 on my wrath die.
Perfect. That's
I got
an extra
2 successes and 1 are 4 of my wrath.
Okay, so yeah, wrath is the wrath. It counts as success if it rolls 4, 5, or 6. If you roll a 6 or a 1, that's when something special happens.
Okay.
I had got a 1
So-
on my roll.
What happens with the 6 on the wrath die?
Okay, so I'm keeping track of it, but every time that you roll a 6 on the wrath die, you gain a point of glory, which can be used for other effects in the game. So far, you guys have rolled about three sixes. You got 3 points of glory.
Oh,
So that can be used. There's in the little handout that I gave you, it describes what you can use glory for, but it's mostly for like adding dice, making tests a little bit easier by adding more dice to your pool.
I rolled a 3 on my roll.
On a 3, you also get a bout of PTSD,
I got a 1.
and you got a 1. You lose a piece of war gear.
Oh.
This could be something important like your weapon, or something as small as a point of ammo. The loss might be temporary or permanent. So on your second page is a list of war gear that you are carrying. It is your choice what you lose.
Let's see here.
Oh, I get a +1 bonus die because I have a symbol of authority. I forgot about that. No.
Yeah.
I already.
I can forge documents for us.
I am going to. I would say that I lose my sororitas vestment.
Oh, you're okay.
Are you now just naked?
No, she's still in power armor.
Okay.
But no common clothing.
Yeah, and the common clothing is gone.
So your vestments just zoop.
That's when you notice that it's gone. There's some little kid out there going, look at me.
out in the field. Like,
Yeah.
It fell off when we're going down that jank ass elevator.
it got called up.
None of us noticed because we're all just like
Just
like everybody's holding their breath in full tense the whole time we're going to stop.
all right. So everybody, whoever got a 3 or higher on with successes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you notice as you guys are intimidating him, Xander's hand has reached behind him and he has drawn a las pistol and is looking to jam it into your gut.
Well, okay. Let's see.
So we will go ahead and start a combat session
Cool.
on how this
Cool.
works. So we have a little table for everybody, but
I have a +1. All the stuff we were doing a second ago.
Yeah.
we have Xanther and everybody else in the room.
Gideon, you're carrying like
A big one, I told you.
Oh, God, Gideon.
Yeah.
Long speeches. Just don't get burst down.
All right, and you are getting up. Sorry for everyone who may be watching at home. I have a table here set up for the players, but
We don't have a battle cam set up this year due to limitations of equipment.
But yeah, you are in a room. Xanther is held by you, and he is drawing a pistol to try to get you guys to back off. He is freaked out.
Do we need to roll initiative?
No. So here's how initiative works in this game. You guys, as the players, go first, but only one of you goes first. Then the DM gets to go, and we bounce back and forth.
okay.
Oh, it's kind of like Monster of the Week.
A little bit, yeah.
I say that you are the
You
more
call
close.
it.
Yeah.
See, so I got one hand holding him and one hand holding a candelabra that's burning his beard.
Yeah.
So I can't draw my weapons, which ballistics is. Oh no, it's a I'm just going to proceed to shove the candle into his eye holes.
Sounds good. All right. So you're going to be rolling a weapon skill.
That is 3.
Okay. So 3 dice.
That's a 4 and a 6 on the wrath die.
Okay. So you got a 6 on the wrath die.
Yes,
That means that you have a critical hit while in combat.
plus one other success.
Yes. So that counts as 3 successes. Number
Okay.
1. Now, number 2, you gain another point of glory because you got a critical.
Glorious today.
Yes. And
Brilliant, sir.
You can say that. I'm just mad.
Xanther.
You know what? Eleanor might be doing it for them.
So, the way the combat goes is the dice that you just rolled have to beat his defense. His defense is 1, so you only needed 1 success to hit him.
Right.
Okay? So you have hit him. Now you're going to do whatever the damage we're going to call this thing. Let's just use your basic knife damage.
Okay, so that is 3 plus 2 ED.
Okay, so 3 plus 2 ED. So that means that the 2 ED is 2 dice that you'll pick up,
Okay.
and you'll roll those, and you're trying to get 4, 5s, or 6s.
I got a 4 and a 6.
Okay, so that's 3 successes. So you'll gain 2 points of extra damage because you rolled 2 dice. So 3 plus 2, 5. You deal 5 points of damage to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Then his resilience kicks in, whatever armor that he might be wearing, how tough he is. That knocks off 3 points. So you do 2 points of damage as you gut this guy with you hit this guy with a candelabra.
I literally tried to shove the into eye holes.
Yeah.
Wax is soft though, so
So he gets a splash of wax and fire into his eyes as he stumbles away from you, and he can't quite aim the pistol, but he is going to try to bury it into you and fire. So he is going to, let's see, his ballistic skill, not all that great, considering. So he's just going to roll his initiative. Yeah, only getting 1 success.
My defense is 2.
Okay, so he tries to bury this pistol into you and pull the trigger, but you saw it coming, so you were able to dodge out of the way, and the blaster bolt goes flying past you, hits the wall behind you. It is now one of you three's turn.
I have pretty good advantage
Mm-hmm.
on him, I believe. So I was actually going to, as he was reaching up to go like that
Mm-hmm.
to shoot Eleanor, I was going to use my chainsword to chop off some.
Heck yeah, man. All right, so you're gonna roll your chainsword dice.
That's 5. Okay. 2 success.
Mm-hmm.
3, 4.
3, 4. Okay. Oh, wait a second. I forgot. You rolled a critical in the combat.
Yes.
Mm.
That's right. Sorry. That means that you actually get to do a critical effect to him.
Oh.
So I need you to roll me 2d6.
1 and a 2.
A 1 and a 2. This works out. Headshot. A well-aimed shot tears ragged chunks of bone and brain from the opponent's skull. Target suffers 1d3 wounds and is staggered. Roll me a d6. It happened.
2.
2, so another 1 point of damage.
No, it was a 4, so it's 2.
Oh, okay. So you're going to do 2 points of damage to it. Sorry, man. Because he just murdered him with a candelabra.
I still
Yeah,
go
you
in
still come down there with a chainsaw.
Yeah. And what I think happens is like everything is happening and I'm just seeing the gun
Yeah.
and I still just
Oh,
go
yeah.
for the chop
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm like, oh.
Yeah. So he falls to the ground, a candelabra shoved into his face, his arm gone, blood coming out. He is dead.
Are you okay there?
Fine.
It seems we need to snuff out some.
No heresy.
Death in the service to the Emperor is its own reward. Failure to him is its own commendation.
I kicked
I'm going to drag the dead body outside.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, we were doing
Everyone,
that
all
then.
of the other people, as they're looking up from the, they look as you drag a smear of blood down this hall.
Heresy. Just say that and keep going.
Okay. Okay.
Can I make a leadership role to bolster their resolve for the Emperor?
That's what leadership would be for. Yes. Go ahead.
When the people forget their duty, they are no longer human. They become something less than beasts. They have no place in the bosom of humanity, nor in the heart of the Emperor. Let them die and be forgotten. And
Bossum?
yeah, the Emperor has a bosom.
Now where he puts his brooch?
2 successes. 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. So yeah, as they all just look at you, and as you begin, okay, yeah, you go back to work. You drag the dead body of Xanther outside. What either of you two are doing? Are you falling behind?
I'm gonna search. I'm gonna do another thorough search of his room.
Going to basically just stay at support, pretty much.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it matters, but I did another objective.
Oh yeah,
Oh, wait, you're supposed to roll when we...
yeah. Go ahead and get another one.
It was the one I was looking for.
6-8 on my investigation. What is
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
A 6 what?
a 6/8? What?
It's under the abilities, but
Oh, right here. My bad. Okay. Is this for? Can I say this is related to Xenos?
you think it is, so I'll
Yeah.
allow it.
Might be useful.
Maybe.
I'm really feeling the exalted right now. Good look. Okay. 2,
Mm-hmm.
4, 5, 6.
Okay, so that's 4 successes. You're going through these logs, and there are like small notations of the. To start off with, you found the original logs versus the ones that have been doctored. Xanther, it seems, was doctoring these documents. You find the original log, and you're noticing in like either the margins of the reports that the other administratum were putting out there, notations of bodies missing, that there were any bodies that had been found had these long, thin slash marks, usually on the back, and sometimes had a black goo or some sort of liquid that was embedded inside the wounds.
Okay, so like a long slash on the neck.
Usually along the back, as if someone was running away from this.
My mind is immediately going to that one guy in the field with the arms.
Yeah.
Johnny McThrusher.
Yeah, Johnny
Going to
Thresher.
basically say that, as I recall, basically that there is stricture that basically would have referred to this waste of pathetic human as a dandelion, that they are all fluff until that whenever that they are blown away for just a rose to basically cut in its thorn. That is me recalling a wise stricture for just objective.
I like it. Oh, lost one. Here you go.
Yeah, that's in the gooch. You can't get that one back.
Okay.
Not until afterwards.
Okay, I'm gonna follow the blood trail.
As Eleanor's walking out, I'm going to grab a different candelabra and just get out, toss the body on the ground, and start lighting it.
Okay.
And look at-
It takes a little while. It's a candelabra, but
and I'm figuring there's being good. Like, I'm waiting for, like, I will sit there and hold this for a minute the whole time.
Hold on. I'm gonna search the body.
okay.
Well, I'm going to start this yelling and berating him, because would this fall underneath that he is being a renegade?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just talking about him betraying the Emperor.
Oh yeah.
This is actually starting to hurt my throat to do that voice.
Oh yeah, that's fine. You can take a break from it.
But yeah, just gonna keep berating this guy, and I think that counts for postulate on the weakness of the mutant, the alien, and the renegade.
I'll allow it. Definitely renegade.
Are we both on that? We're both on that. Or do I have to re-roll?
Okay, but that's an easy one. I can
You
do.
re-roll.
Okay, so whenever we get an objective, we re-roll the.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 would have been good a minute ago, because I just got to gauge the approximate interrogating breaking point of an individual being set on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That actually works.
Okay.
Wow, why I couldn't have got that with you?
This is my
hilarious.
jam. Being an investigator.
I'm,
I'm
so
having a lot of fun. I like this.
I'm also just mad. This guy, I deal with records. This guy lied about records
Mm-hmm.
to
I only
God.
got 3 successes.
Yeah. To God.
Yeah.
3 successes. So you begin pulling this guy like you begin removing like clothing and like going through pockets and stuff. He didn't have a whole lot on him. Most of it was like ink, quills, things like that they would have. You find the holster for the pistol that he was carrying. It was hidden like in his robes. But as you're pulling the clothes off, you notice that he didn't have like a hunch over his shoulder, like he wasn't like misshapen. This body that this guy had was tortured. This man had gone through some sort of torturous thing. He has scar tissue all over his back.
Still doesn't make it okay.
Still setting him on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Set him on fire. That's all I needed to know. We go back in, get the head,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to take it to the Mechanicus.
Okay.
Because you want to come with me?
Oh, absolutely.
Are there people in the fields just staring at this like, what the?
Yeah.
They just killed the boss.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna look at you like they're the basic laborers, servants, serfs, the Monty Python, the Holy Grail, people pounding rocks into mud type person, and they're like looking at you like wondering what is going on, but at the same time they're still trying to like continue their job.
That they are rubbernecking.
That's because the people that came down from the sky this morning killed their boss, and they better get back to praising the god, the Dawn Emperor.
Like, we didn't do it. We
Yeah.
did it.
Just it was Rushman in the darkness. And just spit on him again.
So I go get the head and start heading to the Mechanicus.
Okay. So you're making way to the Mechanicus. You're where's everybody else wanting to go?
I'm gonna follow because
Follow first.
he's carrying the jump drive.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Wow, that's really mean to say, but that is about the most appropriate way to describe what we probably have, isn't it?
Well, no, you have a literal human.
That's
head.
what I'm saying.
It's not like having mechanical bits to it. It's just a literal human
We're
head.
taking it to the we got it, and
Yeah.
then they're robot people, so they can plug something in. This is
Yeah.
Eleanor's
Yeah.
idea. They'll plug something into plug a robot bit into the squish bit,
Uh-huh.
and then we'll get robot squish bit knowledge.
Maybe. All right.
That tracks. I'm following.
Yeah. So you make your way. It's probably about maybe 30 minutes to an hour trek past the silos over to
just carrying a fucking head like this. The
Yeah.
whole time.
He may look like it's not as far to walk.
you reach the gates of the Adept Mechanicus compound. The smell of like sulfurous smoke and metals in the air like just assaults your face. You open the doors open to you, and one of the mechanical tech priests like sort of like floats out a little bit towards you and says like, wonderful. The Genitor has been expecting you. He was very appreciative of how you spoke earlier.
Yeah, we're here on important business, so we need to see him as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Understood. Follow me. And you turn and sort of like spins perfectly in air and then just slowly floats back through the door.
Getting like Phantasm vibes right here.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, they kind of do have like a phantasm vibe about them. They're just like weird biomechanical, and well, not biomechanical, but like weird,
Techno-organic.
you know.
Mm-hmm. Very much techno-organic. You wander to the thing, following your guide. And as you pass these different buildings, the Gothic architecture, hard right angles, and you're feeling a lot of heat generating from some of these buildings as forges and other mechanical bits that just far beyond your understanding go about their day. And you eventually come to a small building where the guy opens the door, and all of you wander inside, and you are basically in an office space for the Genitor, for Heptex, as he sits behind a large angular desk. And you four, I see you have brought me something. Query, how may I help you?
Yes, we're curious to know if you know who this is. We found it on Xanthil.
Odd. Seems to be a laborer.
Just a laborer.
We don't have any record of specifically this person.
Yeah, wait, look it up.
Possibly. We can access some records and see if it was a body that we had collected. But
Yeah, just saying, no.
we could, if you want to give him, so that he may be turned into a servo skull, we could convert him.
Would we be able to extract any memories? Or...
If the brain is still in decent, you shake it. It's been in there for a while.
Plumped out the ear a little bit.
Yeah.
You can see like little bits start coming out the neck.
Mhm.
Or just there's just one solid chunk that goes boom.
We'll see what we can do. It might take some time to figure this out and convert what information it had. If there's
Do you
anything.
know of anything else happening aside from like I suspect there might be Xenos activity.
No Xenos have been detected in the area. There is, and at this point, the Ginger said, like, he presses a button and the doors behind you just slowly shut, and he goes, "We believe there have been Xenos on this planet before humanity showed up. There are ancient ruins, and in the southwest. We want to investigate these. If you four are not really tied to the church, save you, but not to that particular cathedral. And they're
That's all.
and they're crazy
That's what
dogma.
happened.
Yeah. So,
Is there
if
any
you would
way-
like to investigate for us these ruins, it may lead you on to what you are the answers to what you are searching for.
Is there any way? Is there any sort of like reading or insight? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, insight.
I only have 2 in there.
Okay. You do have you guys do have points in glory.
Yeah.
You may spend points in glory to gain more dice.
Okay. Well, I mean, I already rolled 2 successes, so I'll wait on that.
Okay. Did you roll any 6s or just 2 successes?
Just 2 successes.
Insight. This guy is a little bit hard to read as he is a mechano-man.
That is true.
That poker face is strong because it's made out of
Yeah.
titanium,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
not aluminium.
There he has just all of his emojis turned off.
Mm-hmm.
The LED lenses that show some type of emotion.
Yeah, they're just straight line across.
Would you like to speak with the church before we head out?
I don't think that would be in our best interest.
Okay.
Yes, so I can also look at the sick to see if then that they have wounds associated with what we have found.
Okay. So, looking at the sick, going to the church to investigate there.
We'll tag along with, because we were told there's shadow monsters that leave goo scars.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like it's the best idea to have our force at optimal efficiency.
As we're heading to the church, I'm gonna keep an eye out for that one laborer with the hands.
Oh, there's if you look for them, there are multiples.
There's multiple.
Yeah, because they are converting them into servitors, plural. As you pass through these fields, you are seeing as you move closer to the facility that you're in. Yeah, you see people who look like they have gone through some sort of traumatic situation, and they have been completely converted. Their chest piece is now just like a mechanical carapace. Arms have been replaced with either scythes or threshing machines.
Okay. And these sights or these arms, do they look similar to what could have been like just looking
From you haven't seen a wound yet, so you don't.
Yeah.
You're basing it completely off of just the description.
Mm.
So it could be, but
Okay,
you're not.
it's still too vague.
It's still too vague. You haven't got your eyes on something yet.
Okay. So we'll just head straight to the
And with that, we need to
Take a break.
go to break.
All right, we're taking a break. Let's see if they can find out what is causing these disappearances and the killings.
Just move us back to waiting. We lost some of our tech support.
Well, the Emperor.
Emperor?
Emperor Jazalt.
Emperor. Oh, we're back.
All
Oh,
right,
We're back.
All
I
right.
never left.
No.
Yeah, you did. You went to another room.
Last time on Wrath and Glory, our party has landed in the Valley of Ankra, where they have begun their investigation into these disappearances that are causing laborers to just up and vanish. Some bodies have been found and reports have been sent, but they have tracked down a lead, and then they killed that lead in a very bloody fashion.
very brutal.
Replace lead with heretic.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got the information we needed because he was going to try to shoot us at that point, so we had exceeded our point of knowledge gathering.
Mhm. Now, we find ourselves, our party, traveling to the cathedral
Mm-hmm.
to speak to the church of the area, see what they know. Maybe there's some clues that they can find there. So far, they know that there's something in the south, that most of the disappearances are happening in the southwest section of the valley. There's something out there because the Adeptus Mechanicus believe that there is some sort of ruins or something. But maybe the church knows something that can help shed some light on the situation. So, we find our 4 agents of the rogue trader standing in front of a large Gothic cathedral. Large open pane windows to allow sunlight to come in, to shine inside. And you make your way in, and as your armored feet clack against the marbled floor of the building, you notice you're mostly standing in a very large room for the most part. Vaulted ceilings with the open windows allowing the dawn's light to shine through. And you're seeing these 4 pulpits in the corners. Anyone want to? You can roll awareness to look, just get a glimpse around the area.
Oh, okay.
Successes.
Awesome.
I have
4 successes.
I have 1 success and then I have a 5 on my exalted dice, so 2 success.
Excellent.
One success.
Okay. Looking about the room, it is a well taken care of building. The thing that draws the attention because of sort of how out of place it is one of the pulpits looks to have had a loudspeaker system that had been installed and has since been ripped out. The wires and speaker system is pulled and dangling out of the pulpit.
None good.
They want the Emperor's voice shunted.
We could go speak with
With
Ray.
Is there speakers on the other 3 pulpits?
No, just one of them seems to have that there was some sort of like loudspeaker system installed, and has since someone has pulled it out of its casings, and there's just wires and speakers dangling.
None safe.
Maybe he was just doing some remodel.
I don't think that that's any type of remodeling.
Does it look like foul play, or does it just look like somebody got mad and, frat boyed out on the speaker?
It was not taken apart methodically. It was definitely force was applied.
I feel like Professor Freddy and the church have an issue with anything mechanical. Hence their argument with the janitor Heptus. And they don't want anything. Their church. So I think we should find Professor Freddy.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Not that hard to locate. She looks upon you for, how may I help you? Yes, the speaker system. It is a sign that we are with the people. They do not believe that any form of technology should be here in like the Mechanicus. And so we have torn out the speaker to show our solidarity with the people.
But not with the Emperor.
Oh, no, of course. We praise the Emperor here. This is a
Oh.
church of the Church of the Dawn Emperor, sir.
Oh, so you think he made a mistake?
No.
Last I checked, we were in alignment with the Mechanicus. Correct?
They are a cult, sir.
That
They do not
Ooh.
They do not praise the Emperor. They praise their own false god,
But
the
they
Omnis
are
side.
an alliance to the Emperor, and we use them to generate what we need for the Empire. Correct?
Be that as it may,
Correct.
Be that as it
Yes
may,
or no?
you will not talk down to me in the
Talk
church.
down to you in your. This is the church of the Emperor.
The church of the. This is the cathedral of the Dawn Emperor, sir, and you will not speak to me that way.
No, it seems like there's being a differentiation made between them.
I have no idea.
I meant that they come out that
I just
way.
heard like divine intervention, anything
I'm
we
sorry.
need to do.
I went
Sitting
like
there like this, just
I've just
watching
been
this.
getting gruffer and gruffer with this story. At the end of it, she's like,
At this point.
but no, this seems like it make a differentiation between the two.
The Omnissiah and the Emperor. Two
No,
separate
you
beings.
said emperor, you said son emperor, but emperor.
Yes. So when the church came to this valley, instead of just murdering everyone like so many other planets, we decided to take a softer approach and took their religion and converted them into worshippers of the Emperor. They still have a few of their hokey suspicions and superstitions here and there, but for the most part, they praise the Emperor through their hard work and labor, which helps to feed the billions of people in the solar system.
Right. He's saying the emperor, and you keep saying son emperor.
Yes. This is the church of the Dawn Emperor. They worshipped the Dawn Lord before we converted them into the Dawn Emperor.
Shit. I get him on that.
Dad, do you have a sick bay? I would like to go look at the sick
The sick bay,
or the injured
the injured,
from at least some form of infirmary.
an infirmary. How would it be an infirmary here? The cathedral. You would probably have a better chance at the hab blocks where the people live.
Thank you.
So, Professor Euphrates. The Empire works with a tentative alliance with
Oh my god, he's about the Marine splain.
the Mechanicus Adeptum. Adeptum Mechanicus. The Emperor, as gracious as he is, allows them their freedom to not follow him, so to speak. While their doctrines are heretical, and it pains me to know that they believe that, the Emperor willed it so that we may use him, may use them to better the Emperor's will.
And when those freedoms impose upon the religious sovereignty of our people, who before the Mechanicus even showed up in this valley, the people here, through strength of arm and sweat on their brow, they farmed this land and proved that they didn't need this technology in order to show what, through sheer determination, that they could do this job. And you would say no to that? You would deny their faith?
Deny their faith. I deny no faith. But if the Empire is better and gets more from less amount of people, if their servitors are able to produce more than man for the good of man, absolutely.
And to be clear,
You want to pick up
You can see that she is visibly upset with what you are saying.
the use of manpower can be better utilized than just in fields.
We're in countless wars, countless skirmishes all across the universe, and you want to use these people for mere farming capabilities? Their determination. They have proven that they are worth the people they are. They are worthy to the Empire. Let them be used in more glorious means, in more glorious ways.
I just don't think there should be the elevator.
But yes, you should probably fix the elevator. That's a bit.
Hey, they can farm.
The last
Elevator.
thing you need is a superior or an inquisitor coming down that and then falling. You're gonna have a whole other set of problems.
Mhm.
Are you threatening me?
If you want to feel like it's a threat, that's up to you. I don't care. Anyway, Xanthor's dead.
Yep.
Somebody had to drop it. Somebody had to drop it.
Oh, that's Cliff-worthy.
We have a suspicion that he was practicing some form of heretical Xenos religion.
Heretic?
Of the Shadowbringers of a little bit.
Yep.
Heresy.
He was also falsifying documents, showing many more dead than there actually was.
What do you know about it?
He was in league with the Mechanicus.
No.
Them taking the bodies and turning them into servitors, and him hiding the fact that they were the numbers missing.
No.
What do you know of the Xenos before man was here?
There was no Xenos before here. This was a man colony when the Imperium came. When the Imperium came from the stars.
What about the ruins?
Ancient forbidden place.
Yeah.
It was where a ancient civilization once existed, but they're gone now.
Xenos.
Who
No,
is-
Xenos.
Xena.
Claim that it's forbidden?
The church does.
The church. The church speaks for the Emperor? Or was that the church before?
Oh, see, now you taught her. Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. It is a tie over from the ancient religion here, the when we converted them over. They believed that the ruins were a place of ghosts or grim shadow creatures that would come out at night to steal your children away or what have you. Obviously, completely gobbledygook. But if it would help them sleep at night, we have let them guard the area, the laborers. Tell them to keep them away, that they shouldn't let anyone else in there. If it keeps the peace, then we let them keep it.
Well, I tread the path of righteousness. Though it be paved with broken glass, I will walk it barefoot. Though it cross the rivers of fire, I will pass over them. Though it wanders wide, the light of the Emperor guides my step. And nothing is off limits to the Empire.
Do you walk out the room after you do that?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
All right.
Can I use that as utilize my blind faith to achieve my goal?
Yeah, I'd say so. I'll allow it.
Just as a question, how do we use these tokens?
Oh, so these are wrath. These are wrath tokens. Wrath points can be used to reroll failures in tests. So whenever you roll a die and you want to spend and it doesn't succeed, you can spend a wrath token to pick up the failures that you rolled,
Okay.
and you keep the successes that you rolled, and you can reroll those failures.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
You can also use them to make narrative declarations. You can change something in the scene by spending a wrath token. Or if you're in combat, you can spend wrath to restore shock damage.
Okay.
As he's doing that, looking over at the confessor, what would I need to roll to figure out exactly, physically or mentally?
Mm-hmm.
Because right there, like the way she kind of stepped over, mentioning that it was a holdover, and the fact that every time he said Church of the Emperor, she said Church of the Sun Emperor
Dawn.
or Dawn Emperor. That kept triggering something for Eleanor. What do I need to roll to figure out what I need to do to her to get the information out of? Is this church actually loyal to the Emperor at this point, or is she taking too many of the Pope beliefs?
I would say that would probably be a scholar. I would say scholar.
Is there any way I can help, or?
Yeah.
Because I was gonna, after he stormed out the room, I was gonna say, this Dawn Emperor, this method you're using converts, starting to sound a little bit.
Okay, so this wouldn't be Zeno because it's not.
It's not Zeno.
Um, 2 6s, so 4 successes and a 2 on the wrath die, so no critical failure.
Okay, so 2, 6, 4. So yeah. So in order for her to keep the peace or keep control of this area, because based on what she's told you and a little bit of the history that you've gathered, the Mechanicus is a new thing coming into this area. Though the Administratum is running the place, it was really the church that had the hearts and souls of the laborers going in. Now the Mechanicus has stepped in, and according to the records you've seen and the speed at which you guys saw them like harvesting, they're going to replace all these people, and that's going to change the political landscape of this area.
So
in order for them to hold
a bit of a power struggle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In order for the church to continue holding power as they are, they need to get rid of the Mechanicus. And the best way to do that is to rile up the Mechanicus. The Church of the Dawn Emperor is as I said, is true, a holdover from their ancient religion. They've converted into worshiping the Emperor. And the church is using that to try to get them against the Mechanicus.
Right. So the whole reason she keeps saying the Dawn Emperor is because probably she has had to say it so much.
Yeah.
That it's an automatic correction, not so much that she's starting to shift her beliefs.
Yeah. This is the Cathedral of the Dawn Emperor. It's the title of the building. And that is what she is trying to preach out to these people, that yes, your religion is like, you don't have to completely get rid of your religious beliefs because your religion is the exact same as our religion. Here's just a few changes you need to make in that religion to worship the Emperor.
Okay, because again, main thing out of character is Eleanor is thinking, because every time he said the Emperor, she said Dawn Emperor. And it was starting to be like, do you actually believe the Emperor, or have you started falling in love with your own version of the, like trying to get the, has she changed? Has she shifted in this direction, trying to convert them because she's gotten so comfortable having to make those little bends and twists to dogma? Like, is she starting to drink some of the own Kool-Aid that she's pouring?
Oh, okay. You're not getting that.
Okay.
From her.
Okay. That
she's but this is what she has been preaching for years. So it's
a lot of it's rhetoric. It's not a belief.
Yeah.
For her. Okay. That's what I was trying to clarify with that, but we'll lean over. Beer. Just say that.
Okay.
To our bigger inquisitor with the sword.
You have a good day. And I just walk out.
Okay.
Good day.
Yeah. You want to date that?
It's fine. Leave it. Get out of my church. Just tip over something.
Just tip over a candelabra.
Oh no, it's on fire! No.
Just get out.
Oh no, it's Notre Dame all over again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could I go find like where that the day laborers have that their so-called sick bay or whatever that they got?
That would be in their half blocks.
Okay, that the have blocks. I want to go there right quick.
Okay, so you are heading toward the halves. Small buildings, big square, completely like industrial, but also very much like, I don't know what the word is. Anyway, you're going to go there, and it's cramped, compact, like metal buildings, places for people to sleep. That's basically like beds, like with like a hay or a wheat or something. Very simplistic living situation. And what you're noticing is there's a lot of movement here. A lot of the people are either coming from the fields, and then as you're walking through this hab and you're looking through an open door, you're seeing one person who's obviously just gotten out of bed and is getting dressed for the day. And then there's only like one bed in this room, and they're leaving, and then somebody else is walking into the room and then immediately just collapses onto that bed. They are
hot cotting.
Yeah.
Does it look like somebody that's over this hair block in a sense, or no?
No,
We
not
killed him.
really. There's at most there's an administratum agent who is keeping track of how many people come in and out. You do eventually find what you might consider a med bay, like for people that are injured, but more often it's less doctoring and more of like preparing the bodies for a religious burial. Because if you can't work here, you're not of use anymore, and you cannot praise the emperor.
Done.
Right. Going to basically try to could I make a Medicaid check to see what exactly happened to these people?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I wish I could do a Medicaid check.
I got 4.
Okay, this is happy day because I got 2 4s.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 6, and then I have a 6 on my exalted dice.
Okay, so you're getting another point of glory, and you and as you're looking over these bodies, it looks like they were being ready to be buried.
Mm-hmm.
You heard our Inquisitor mention that, hey, these wounds that are happening like on the back and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You turn them over, and you can see very thin slashes across the back of this laborer. And with that high of a Medicaid check, you can tell that the cut was made with a monofilament blade.
Monofilament blade.
Yes, extremely sharp, an extremely clean cut, nothing ragged like a wild beast or anything. This guy was killed with a bladed weapon of some sort that was extremely sharp.
All right.
I would have informed her of the like the records.
Mm-hmm.
With the goop.
Yeah.
Okay. So you begin investigating the wound.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, you would find what looks to be almost like varicose veins
Mm-hmm.
near the wound entry, and you realize it's not varicose veins. This person has been poisoned. It's whatever cut them was also poisonous.
All right. Going to take this information and going to basically bow to the administrator and going to be like, thank you for just assisting up and at the order of just that the Bloody Rose work. We will basically see that one of our saints will bless you. You have a good day. And basically go and then find out the rest of the group. And well, after just investigating some of the day laborers, that they appear that the slashes on the back, like that we have found from Zeromus, from just that his prize he had underneath his bed. It seems that they were of a monofilament blade, clean, and in that it was a poisonous cut. So basically poison-assisted blades.
Mm-hmm.
So would y'all like to go check out the ruins?
I believe that would be the best course of action.
Okay.
So
So
what about just points at one of the thresher
mm-hmm.
servitors in the field?
I don't think it's one of the. It doesn't.
I mean, that those are field hand machines, and basically that their blades could be possibly damaged from all of the
Much too clumsy.
clumsy.
As all of you are walking out of the hab block, I'd like to make one more awareness check.
Yay.
Well, just one success here.
Okay.
Okay, what can we do with this again?
You can spend one of those to
Okay.
pick up all the dice that failed,
Okay.
and then you can re-roll them.
I got 2 successes.
Okay.
4 successes.
4 successes.
Oh, I'm glad I did that.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use one, and I'm gonna re-roll 2.
I
I'm
got
glad I did.
I got 5,
Mm-hmm.
5, 4. So 1, 2, 3. Then I got a 6. So that's
2.
5 normal successes and a 6 on the
Right.
on
On the
the
wrath die?
on the wrath
Perfect. Okay.
I got 3 successes.
All right. So by getting that critical, you add another point to the glory pile. You guys are now currently at 6, which is your maximum that you can have for glory.
So we got to start spending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 3 successes.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing on the.
All right. So as all of you four are walking past, you begin hearing an old woman's voice as you turn, and she seems to be telling a story to these children. And she's talking about these shadow creatures, the grim harvest is what she calls them, and that don't be out at night, and if you are out at night and you're working in the fields, then there's a ward that you can do in order to protect yourself. And she takes 2 fingers and crooks them like this, and then she places them like this. This will help ward you from the grim harvest.
So just.
Yeah.
Probably just superstition, but. What do you think? All right, Neil.
The Emperor guides my path.
What
But
have we got? You find out the ward.
I open my book.
Uh-huh.
I go to the Trojan older woman.
Okay.
Though the darkness will be rent by noise and flame, let not men's soul be broken. For the Emperor's light guides us all, and by great deeds, the Emperor's light will shine upon you.
Yep. That's some straight up church gobbledygook right there. I like it.
And with that, emphasize the power of faithful deeds over words.
Oh wait,
You are just rocking out those
Oh.
objectives, man.
did I gauge someone's interrogating breaking point earlier?
You
No.
know you didn't. No.
I just read her really good.
Yeah. All right. So, other places you've explored the Hab block, the church, and the silos, and the Adept Mechanicus place. You haven't checked in with the Imperial Bastion, and you know that whatever it is that you're looking for is probably near the forested area in the southwest.
We could always check the Militarum, see if they can give us any people to check out the southwest.
Just point again at Thresher. Not a middle fun of it.
No.
Look at the blades. They're not sharp enough. I'm assuming.
No, these are
Warm.
not monofilament blades. These blades have been used and worn whenever you've seen them. They're sharp. They do the job, but they're not like clean cutting killing weapons.
Like they could probably they'll hurt a lot if you get hit by them, but they're not.
Not like
not
clean, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll go to the military. What is it, like a barracks or?
Yeah, it's so as you follow the road up toward the one opening in the mountains that would allow someone to pass through, there is an Imperial Bastion sitting there. It's a 3-story tall building, one door in it. The sides have arrow slits, style windows, very thin, long, tall ones. But instead of course, arrows, we have rapid-fire machine guns pointing out of the buildings. You four will arrive there in due time, and the guard who's standing there goes, "Oh, finally, the colonel's been waiting for you."
We kind of figured out stuff. Yeah.
Who don't tell him?
I can do it.
Right.
All right, so you are going to go meet the colonel. Get his notes up here. Of course. The fields. There we go. All right. You walk into the building. It's a combination armory barracks situation that you're seeing. Near the door are your basic las guns.
Mm.
And off to one side, you see barracks for a small squad of Imperial Guardsmen. And there's an office in the back that the guard points you toward. And stepping out of the office is a man in a crisp blue uniform, with a colonel symbol on his shoulder, a incredible mustache across his face, and he says, "Well, it's about time you blokes got here."
Yeah. So Xanthar's dead. We have reason to believe there might be Xenos activity here, potentially a cult,
Hmm.
which Xanthar was probably a part of.
I see. Oh, good. Bastard's dead then. My name is Colonel Crastbillness. Never was much of a fan for those paper pushers. And you say he's a heretic? He was consorting with...
Was.
Was.
Yeah, I don't know where this accent's going. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, good. So, it sounds like you've got leads on these disappearances. I'm glad for it. My men are good for defending the valley, but we had no way of putting together a proper investigation. I'm glad you four have been able to step up.
What do you know of the ruins?
Like more superstitious gobbledygook. The people here, they believe that those ruins are some sort of ancient sacred area, and that no one's allowed to go in there.
Have you had any weapons stolen?
Weapons stolen? No. Our armory is... We keep our own records. We make sure that we don't have to send anything over to those pompous gray bureaucrats.
He was falsifying death records. Apparently, y'all have had many more casualties than what was reported.
As I expected. That's why I personally sent in the report. I sent it up to Astro Militarum Command, hoping that they would send someone to come and investigate this. And I'm glad you four have shown up. Now, what can I do for you?
Is there any way... Well, out of character. What would y'all like to...
I mean, ask him to see that if he have any type of mono just film blades that can be infused with some type of poison or so up in his armory, to see that if that could be a possible place, or else if that they got stolen or something possibly underneath his nose.
You may check the armory, but the only weapons that we have here is the trusted, reliable las gun and a trusty bayonet to attach to it.
Yeah, so they have pretty bog standard arm gear. So.
Grenades.
Ah, yes, grenades. Let me show you to our armory, and he will take you over to a small locker, and as he pulls out a key card and slides it in, there's a bloop bloop sound. Bloop 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 bloop. And he bangs on the, door. And he goes, bleep, and then it opens up. I learned that from an Adeptus Mechanicus whenever he came over here to work on it. He showed me one of their ancient rites.
Yes, the church here doesn't seem to be a big fan of them.
No, they do not. But they're all stuck up their own ass anyway, so...
What made you realize that it wasn't being reported?
Well, there were people disappearing, and nothing was getting done about it. I decided to let my command know that something was going on. I had my suspicions.
The Emperor thinks.
The chest, the locker opens up with and he has a few grenades, mostly consisting of fragmentation grenades or frag grenades, and another type of grenade called a crack grenade, which is used for armor piercing tanks. Not really useful in this area, but a frag grenade or two would be good in case of a rebellion show up.
Is there any men you could spare? We're thinking about going down to the ruins to see if there's anything down there.
I'll do you one better, sir. I may not be able to spare any men, but I've got something that I think you will like. And I mean, yes, if you need some grenades, by all means. And he'll hand you a string of 3 grenades.
Now my jacket's all lumpy.
Yeah. He's gonna take you out back. I mean, because I've been with all the anti-technophile feelings that the laborers have. I haven't really had a use for this, but by all means, sir, I'm sure you will find a good use for it. And he grabs this tarp and he yanks it off what is what's called a chimera, which is basically a armored APC unit that the Imperial Guard use. It has 3 gun ports on the side where a las gun can be shoved through to fire, and a rotating turret with a automatic las gun attached to that on top. An armored vehicle.
This will work just fine. What do you?
About the grace of the Emperor.
Tally ho, lads! Let's take care of this problem.
I'm just so happy right now.
All right.
He climbs up the side and enters it, and a few seconds later, the loading ramp begins to lower from the back.
Okay, at least.
If he comes with us,
He's driving.
Get in.
We got the cooling piece. Oh no, he gonna die. We're gonna lose the plucky British man.
can I roll? I don't know. He's being too helpful. He's given. I don't know. I don't trust him. Is there an insight or something?
There is insight, yes.
It's.
Oh, I see it.
I am not insightful.
I'm not either.
I'm not either.
It's not. I'm not feeling it. I'm gonna re-roll. Oh
Yeah.
no, that's 3 successes.
Okay. All right, 3 successes. He is described as Crast Billness is bold, brash, meticulously groomed, and eager to die in the Emperor's name. He is here to help.
Man, that's my heart. Awesome.
We have a lemming driving the vehicle we are now in. It's Dr. Strangelove this off a cliff. I'm down.
So all of you get clamber into the Chimera. Its engine sputters, then roars to life, and it begins to track down the road. The laborers, as they hear this cacophonous noise, turn and see this large tank begin moving down this road. Some of them are upset. Some of them are going to leave and get away from whatever this thing is. And you begin making your way toward the southwest section of the valley.
Hold on. Do we see one excited kid wearing vestments off to the side of the
Oh,
road?
absolutely. He's like, yay! I also found a las pistol that was on a burning corpse.
We have a new soldier for the Emperor, everybody.
For the Emperor!
We now know if any of us die who our new character is.
Right.
Yeah.
Kid with a gun.
After probably about an hour of travel, you begin coming up. The sun is setting. It's been a long day, and you begin seeing this forested area that makes up a chunk of the southwest part of this of the valley, and you begin as you're watching it, you begin seeing lights appear, like torchlight, appear around the edge of the forest. What do you want to do?
A torchlight, just torchlight.
You see torchlight. Go ahead and make an awareness check for me.
Yeah, I was gonna. No.
I'm spending one of my tokens.
I'm
Okay.
spending one of my tokens too.
Okay.
Can I
Just
spend
stack them
that?
up here. All right.
I have 4 successes
Okay.
with a 6 on my wrath.
Nice.
I have 1 success.
Okay.
I have 0.
I got 5 successes with a 5 on the raft.
Nice. Okay. So, seeing the torchlight as you're watching it, you can see that it is moving, and with that critical, you can tell that it's moving in a pattern. You believe that whatever's holding the torchlight is patrolling the edge of the forest, and then all of you remember that while you were in the church, the confessor had mentioned that she had allowed a militia to be created from the laborers to help ease their suffering. This is probably that militia guarding the ruins, or guarding the forest area that they believe to be completely off limits. Nobody should go here.
How do we want to handle this? With just that the laborer militia? Just tell them that we are here on official order from the Emperor?
I think I should get out and speak.
Oh, God.
I'll follow behind. Just
I mean, you all are riding the tank. I mean,
yeah, let's get
Plunge it.
fairly close.
I think it's in bad taste if we just run them.
Wow.
But would it be in character?
Not for me. I mean, these are hard-working people of the Empire.
Or we don't have to. I was saying let's get close and then we'll talk to them person to
We
person.
can get close.
Yeah.
Is there like an intercom on this tank to just basically give a megaphone to?
there's a radio communicator, but that's all it's really. That's far
Got to roll down
communication
that
goes.
window real quick.
Yeah. So, as you get closer to the edge of the forest, the colonel will lean over and say, "All right, do you want us to stop? Keep going?" I mean, they're trying. You see the militia begin to move toward you.
Yeah, stop.
Okay,
Let's stop and
with the tank shudders to a stop with a as the wheels that probably haven't had a whole lot of motion in them for a long while, like come to a slow roll and stop as the brakes engage. Who wants to pop the top of this?
I absolutely will.
Okay.
Before I get up there, have your last pistols ready in case they want to give trouble. You'll know when. The Emperor wills it. And I'll pop the top.
Okay. You pop the top, and the top half of yourself is sitting on top out of this tank. There are a multitude of people around you. You're thinking probably around 15 to 20 laborers. They're holding torches and the equivalent of like just some farming implements. Scythes, sickles. You're pretty sure there's at least 5 or 6 pitchforks.
All men or men and women?
All men and women. It's a mix.
Okay. Men and women of the Empire. I am Gideon Valdnir. I've been sent by the Emperor to solve the issue of all the disappearances. It is not the Adeptus Mechanicus who is at fault, but whatever is in these ruins and in these woods. Me and my trusty companions are going in there to quell these horrors of the night. Never forget, you are the walls of steel and iron. Mankind in the thousands of horrors to unspeakable names. You are the walls of hell. Do not shirk and do not falter. We will give them death in the name of the Empire.
All right, that's pretty good. I will allow a persuasion check to see if your words sway them. Can you sway this crowd?
Why don't you use a glory to see if you can add dice?
Yeah.
You've got 6 points of glory. You can spend a point of glory to add an extra dice.
I'll do that.
Yeah. So we'll take one more.
That's 4.
Oh.
I'm gonna have extra. So.
Okay.
That is 5 successes.
Very nice. And would you roll on that round?
3.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I saw some low dots over there.
Make sure it wasn't a 1.
Yeah.
Like, you succeeded badly.
Okay. With 5 success, that's really good. At this point, the people are a little bit confused. They've been hearing a lot of rhetoric over the years and with all these experiences happening and then now you're breaching into the fact that you're recognizing that there are threats in the forest, which is kind of been downplayed by the church. And you, as a representative of the church, they're a little bit confused here. So there's murmur in the crowd. They're not trying to stop you at this point, but they are very confused. You are surrounded by a confused crowd of people. Okay. Would you like to just press on forward?
Oh no, I have more to say.
Oh, okay. So by all means then.
I understand you are confused. And the church here has not been giving you the correct information. I am here on the Emperor's behalf.
You see all of them begin like making that half rising sun symbol.
Over these thousands of years,
Mm-hmm.
your families have believed in the Dawn Emperor. That's not complete truth.
Oh, okay.
I feel like one of us is down here holding him up on his shoulders, like,
The Emperor is merely the Emperor. The light that you see is the Emperor's divine light, his divine glow. I'm assuming somebody's shining light under it, kind of like making me glow a little bit.
I just pulled up another candelabra.
Yeah.
The whole.
We are blinded by the glory of his brilliance. Open my book, flipping.
I mean, you're sitting there finding all your sticky notes in the good books.
Yeah.
A spiritual dominus, domain libernas. From the lighting in the tempest, our Emperor delivers us. From plague, temptation, and war, our Emperor deliver us. From scourge in the kraken, our Emperor delivers us. From the blasphemy of the fallen, our Emperor delivers us. From the begetting of demons, our Emperor delivers us. From the curse of the mute, our Emperor delivers us. Amote putetum dame labere nas. That thou shalt bring them only death.
That was a fucking sermon.
Because all of a sudden, Devin wrote down like
Oh, I
8
did
pages.
so many.
He wants to use all of them.
Yes.
And does the Empire have any kind of hand signals?
Oh, absolutely. It's you intertwine your fingers and you make the Aquila. It's a two-headed bird.
I do that.
I thought you were going to tell us it was going to be that weird.
Yeah.
This is the Emperor, whom's lights truly shine.
One more persuasion for me there, buddy.
I'm gonna burn another glory.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I burn more than one glory?
You only have to burn one at a time.
I'm gonna burn another one of these. I have something extra. I'm gonna burn another one because that was a 1.
All right.
It's not. So 3 success.
Okay. All right. So 3 successes. With your previous success on top of that, I'll say that a few of them do switch, like try to figure out the hand positioning of how to do that.
So would that count as convert a non-believer to the truth of the Imperial Pope?
They already do believe in the Emperor, though. I do believe in it. It's a
Continuous.
yeah.
It was worth a shot.
Okay.
You're dealing like with Baptist versus Methodist at the moment.
Yeah,
Right now.
that's
Yeah.
really what happens. Like, all right. So the colonel says, "Do I run them over now, sir?"
They will move.
Okay. He's
Go
going
out and spread the light of the Emperor.
He's going to Kraft is going to slowly push the chimera forward slowly as the people begin parting their ways. Like just sort of like still a look of confusion
Yeah.
on them
That's
as they're trying to knock off years of rhetoric off of their minds.
A dude showed up in a tank and told me about the true emperor.
Yeah.
Taught me a new cool hand sign.
Yeah. What do we do? I brought a pitchfork.
They're having to like sit there and
Mhm.
like negotiate how they're gonna carry everything with this. This is easy. This is
Yeah. All right. So that is part of the That's the investigation pretty much done. We are now moving into the exploration part of this game. So as you begin to pass through the forest, going deeper and deeper into these ruins or these woods, the trees begin getting older and older as you get deeper into this area. Until I'd like everyone to. Well, who is? Are you still like riding on top?
Well,
of
no,
the
I
thing?
would have went back.
You went back in?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and everyone roll me an awareness test then.
I'm gonna spend one of these.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. Alright. I got a 4 on my exalted.
Okay.
Okay, that's better. I got a 6 on my exalted. Or
That is a critical success.
yeah.
So that does give you guys back a point of glory.
No success.
No success.
And
Okay, you said 4 and above is
4
success?
total
Yes.
of my successes.
1, 2,
Okay.
4. I got 6 successes with the 6 on the rat.
Aye.
Nice. Okay. So again, so you guys are up to 5. That's another success. All right. You guys are back up to full on your glory. As you're passing through these woods, both of you are going to notice you begin seeing that parts of these trees are flecked with like this white, smooth material, until eventually you figure out that the trees have actually grown around something, and then it clicks. This is Aldari Wraithbone. It is this civilization was Aldari, and it's so ancient and old that the forest literally has grown up around these ancient like ruins. It's not even really ruins left anymore. It's like
Been absorbed.
it's been absorbed. You can hear as you, instead of dirt and solid true like ground beneath your feet, you're hearing a weird slick stone beneath the treads of your tank as it rumbles forward. As it begins to snake through this forest, getting closer and closer to the mountain range, you're seeing more and more of these large trees that have enveloped these odd, smooth shapes. No right angles at all, which is disturbing. Like, the Imperium builds everything with right angles. Maybe a curve to a little thing, but nothing. There's no corners on these
It's heretical.
The tank eventually, the Chimera will come to a stop in front of a cave where it seems that these ruins are leading into.
All right. Guess you can sit out here while we go investigate that.
If that is your wish, sir, I will guard the steed.
Aldari, is that the space elves?
It is
Okay.
space. Okay. So for this part, we're going to be making survival checks to find your way through this cave system.
Oh boy.
So whoever has the highest will be leading.
Oh, okay. So
I have 3.
Have 3.
I have 3.
I have 3.
Oh, so who wants to take a shot
I
at
mean,
this?
I rolled.
We all rolled.
We all rolled.
Who rolled highest?
I got 2 successes.
We all scatter.
I had basically got a 5 on my exalted dice.
I had a 5 success.
I need somebody to tell me like who's leading and then roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
Inquisitor?
yeah, okay. Who's feeling luckiest?
I'll do it.
Go
Here.
with it.
Well, actually, go ahead and do it because I don't got any.
I don't have any white tokens.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I got 3 left over here.
Yeah, let me just spin one of these real quick, like,
Okay.
because that was a terrible.
That was like 1, 1, 2.
Yeah. Better.
Better.
All right. That is 4 successes with a 6 on the graph.
Nice. So, wait, 4 successes and a 6?
It was 2 6s.
Oh, okay. So 4 successes. Okay. Okay. Roll me 2d6 real quick. You don't have to round and wrap. It doesn't matter.
A 5 and a 2.
5 and a 2. That's 7. Okay. As you're going down this tunnel, it gives way to a chamber made entirely of ruined wraithbone. There are several pictograms of tall, slender figures and strange deities, all of which have been defaced by sharp blades.
Can I investigate the blade marking?
Yeah.
See?
That would be an investigation check, I believe.
And can I argue that this is looking into something Xenos if I'm trying to...
I'll allow it, yeah. You can add your 2.
Well, I got a 1 on the rate,
Okay.
but I got 5 successes.
Okay, so you do succeed in finding out that these are definitely Aldari ruins. These different faces could be either heroes or possibly gods of the pantheon, maybe. But they've been the faces and any markings have been completely scratched up by a very similar blade cuts that you've seen. Roll me another d6. 5. The environment changes. Masonry collapse, revealing another path or potential foe. The terrain becomes difficult, flooded, or visibly lowers. What would you like to do?
Okay, what were the options on it?
Something about the environment is going to change. You're going to choose to change.
Okay, so...
It's a complication, so it's something that would be
Yeah,
negative.
so I'm going to say it like this. Like, my character is studying the
Mhm.
wall, but it's old, it's decrepit, and I think I might have touched a little bit too hard
Mm-hmm.
on a spot that it was just right. So it's going to collapse right there, causing difficult terrain.
Okay. So, yeah, as you're studying these things, you guys all hear a resounding crack, like a bone breaking, as this statue snaps, twists, and turns and falls across your path.
Sorry. I write myself.
Mm-hmm. Someone roll me another survival check. Whoever wants to lead.
Okay. Someone with more tokens probably should do it.
I'll do it. I got 3.
Okay.
I got 1 success.
1 success. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Continuing down the path, down the tunnel, you begin hearing a mechanical buzzing that emanates from a rock cavern filled with collapsed wraith bone structures. You also begin hearing the sound of claws scraping on rock and a guttural growl echoing through the hollows from a long way off. You can't tell which direction it's coming from, but the source is definitely large.
She basically just takes a deep breath and just go like, and she just basically just kind of like prepares her chain bayonet and she goes like, whenever it's red, it's gonna be thorns. We will blow horns to make sure foes are dead. It is basically me channeling to fill your lungs with just a bolstering him in time of stress.
I like it.
And then as she is going to be like, we need to brace ourselves for an encounter. You hear all of that? Scraping and sounds whirring.
One hand
Mm-hmm.
bolter, the other hand chain sword. But I make sure my book is in a good spot.
Okay.
I'm assuming the book is more like a journal or like a.
Yeah. However you want, it could just be the good word of the Emperor, or at least one of the books of the good word of the Emperor. There's several steps.
Yeah. He probably has a custom book.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's all the sermons that I've been to, and handwritten meticulously.
It has like it just has like it just kind of like a cut. All of that just kind of like a cover folder on that the inside with other notes.
Okay.
Is there an autograph of a Primus?
No, I got sermons from Dolan, Shatirius, Cataway, sermon of Cardinal Benfictia, yeah, an imperial hymn. Have it all.
Yeah. My personal favorite is the Hymn of Reloading. Is it time?
Do you think this is going to take a while and we need another break, or do you think we can push this?
It's up to you guys. I can. I got some stuff planned coming up, but it's gonna be like we're just now pushing into like the third act.
Okay, break.
Right.
Okay.
We'll be back.
Go to
Yeah, go to wait.
waiting.
Hey.
And we're back. All right. So last we left off, you're traveling through a cavernous area. In the current room that you are sitting in, there is a mechanical sound coming from a pile of rubble. In the far off distance, the sound of claws and scrabbling. Something large. What would you like to do?
I was about to default into Nate or bought the fan, trying to get someone to go in.
We didn't bring Nigel with us, or Kratz.
You can investigate the room you're in, or you can continue on.
Let's continue on.
Let's continue on.
All right. Whoever's leading, roll me as another survival.
Yeah, I'll do it this time since other folks have done it.
Okay.
How much do I got in survival?
3.
Yeah, that's 3.
Oh, 2 5s. So I got 2 successes.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Roll me 2d6.
2 and a 1.
A tall cavern with a rocky, winding slope to its bottom. At the bottom of the cavern is a collection of bloody and chewed human remains in various states of decay, including a relatively fresh, muscular leg. There are several tunnels at the top and bottom of the cavern. You hear the thumping of a huge beast galloping reverberate through the hollows. It seems to emanate from one tunnel and then the next, before it stops completely. After a moment of tense silence, you hear the echoes of deep, frantic inhalations.
It's excited. Thinks it's Grubhub just showed up.
I think the only thing we can keep doing at this point is keep going, and we can worry about investigating the rest of the ruins later.
If we find
That is
the heretic.
that is valid.
I think this is beast. This is beast. No, I went Russian for a second.
These monsters.
Beast monster.
This is the monster.
Monster beast.
Yeah.
All right. So who wants to make the next check?
Oh yeah, everyone's already done it. I don't have any.
Okay, I haven't done it yet.
How bad is it?
Bad.
How bad?
How bad?
A 3 and a 2 and a 1 on the rat side.
No.
Ooh,
That's a
okay.
big boy failure.
That's a big one. Roll me a d6.
3.
3. Oh, more PTSD for you.
I'm just sitting there as I'm going through. I'm just picturing all the.
You put your hand down on a rock, and it turns out that's not a rock. It's a corpse.
So my brain goes to a previous conflict I was in, and I just sit there for a minute going,
Inquisitor. Bum bum. A little bit.
Ishmael.
Are you okay?
yes, I'm fine.
We must keep going.
Nothing's wrong. Don't worry about it.
You find yourself in a dusty cavern of tough rock with no less than 8 tunnels leading to and from it. The dust has been disturbed by gargantuan footpads with huge claws.
Uh-oh.
I picked up the thing. Anything you'd like to do?
I will investigate footpads.
Okay.
Yeah, I will also investigate.
Both of you will get a bonus on that. Add your +2.
Oh, crap. 1, 6,
8 successes.
All right.
Ooh.
I got 4 6s and a 5. So that's 9.
Mhm. Well, both of you come to the realization of what you are facing as the sound of claws scraping on rocks and galloping thumps roars from the tunnel behind you. You catch a glimpse of muscular blue humanoid, easily 2.5 meters tall, and a whipping tail that appears to end in a sharp blade made of bone. Both of you realize that this creature is a clawed fiend, which actually is not used by the Aldari. It is instead used by the Drukari, the dark space elves.
They're the Australian variation of space elf.
You're in a large cavern, multiple tunnels around you, stalagmites and other detritus are in the room. And coming from the tunnel directly behind you is a large blue humanoid with a sharp tail. Well, a sharp bone-ending tail.
Need to get rid of the guy we killed.
Yeah, you can get rid of that guy. He's dead. You didn't carry his body around.
We just throw him
We
at the
burnt
thing.
it.
We could set him on fire in the middle of the square.
All right. So we will go ahead and start rolling some initiative here. Well, not rolling initiative. It's your guys' go. So this thing comes out of a tunnel, out of the darkness. What do you do?
Well, I feel like we realize this as we look up and it's emerging.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know what this is.
Thirds.
I'm going to take a shot
Okay.
with my ballistic skill. Can I use a glory point?
You may to add a point into it. I also, in the basic rules I gave you, I gave extra options as far as combat goes in case that's something that you want to use. But I'll just pull it up here. It'll look like this page.
Well, I can't disarm it.
Okay, all right. Okay.
There you go. So the top is your basic turn, and then below that is how you can break it down in case you want to use anything special.
Okay, so I'm just gonna be pretty basic bits right now.
Okay.
Let's go straightforward shooting, and I'm going to be moving at a point, like trying to keep like some distance away, because I'm assuming I know what this can do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This thing is huge, and it's called a clawed fiend. It will tear you apart.
Yeah. So I'm gonna back up
Mm-hmm.
and move to the right, and I'm gonna instruct everyone else to do the same.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going this way?
Yeah. And I'm going to take my shot. Oh,
Are you moving your full 6?
Yeah. Not my full 6.
Right there.
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Okay, I got 6 successes
Nice.
with 6 on the glory.
So it's the wrath.
The rat, yeah.
Excellent. That is a critical hit in the game. You so you only needed a 3 to hit it. So you actually can do what's called shifting and make this a super critical.
Okay, so how does that work?
You are getting rid of one of the 6s that you don't need, and because you still hit it, and you have critical, so you can spend the this point to do some serious damage before this thing even gets a chance to go.
Yes, I would like to do that.
Okay, so first things first, we're going to go ahead and calculate your damage. What's the weapon that you're hitting it with?
It's the bolt pistol, which is 10 plus 1 ED.
All right, so 10 plus 1, so roll a dice.
Just 1 die.
For now, yeah.
2.
Okay, so you don't get any extra damage off of it, but roll me 2 dice, and this will tell us what critical hit happens.
A 1 and a 5.
A 1 and a 5, it's a 15. That is a headshot.
Ooh.
Okay. If you want to shift, let's see. Let me see. You get to use glory. No, it's you spend glory for it. I'm sorry. You spend glory for it. Wait, no. You can shift to do extra damage. So if you roll another die, yeah, just roll another die for me.
3.
Okay, I didn't do anything. Sorry. So it's going to suffer 1d3 extra wounds and is staggered because of the shot that you just made.
Okay, so 1d3 extra wound,
Yeah. So roll a die.
and cut it in half. So
Yeah,
that's
1. So you do 11. You do 11 points of damage to this thing.
Okay.
Its resilience is going to eat up a lot of it, but not
Figured
only.
that was going to be the main issue. It's not so much defense, but getting through armor.
Yeah. So you have as this thing roundabout begins charging towards you, you lift up your bolt pistol and take a shot and hitting it directly in the head. It staggers as it takes the blow. A bolt pistol being its ammunition's about the size of a Red Bull can coming at your face, which is mass reactive. When it hits something, that's when the explosion happens. So you have done a serious wound to it, and is not happy about it. It will
I'm gonna seize the
seize.
initiative. I'm
Okay.
gonna seize the initiative.
Okay, so seize the initiative is an option that you can do, where you can spend a point, and I'm going to take my turn now. You can another player can immediately take their turn.
So I'm gonna spend one of the glory we have.
Okay.
Do that. And I'm going to.
Are you looking for one you haven't said yet?
You're going through them very quickly. I'm impressed.
That shouts, should it spare none, that thou shouldn't pardon none. We beseech thee, destroy them. And I'm going to. I'm gonna run up to him.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what's your defense?
It's pretty decent. All out attack with my chainsword.
Nice. Okay, so all out attack.
There goes my idea of using grenades.
For the Emperor!
Off to the side.
So that's
They're not armor
skill.
piercing. Don't worry about it.
+2 dice. And then I get -2 defense in the start of my next turn.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's 4 successes.
Okay. All right, so 4 successes. That means that you've hit.
Okay.
What's the damage that you're willing?
8 plus 4 ED brutal.
Okay, so roll 4 dice. And we're gonna add brutal on top of that, which is it's a weapon effect.
I'm gonna spend one of my wrath die
Okay.
to reroll, and so it's gonna be 4 extra damage. So 8 plus 4.
So 8 damage, and you got 4 ED, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so with brutal, a 3 and a 4 inflicts 1 damage, and a 5 and a 6 inflicts 2 damage.
Okay.
You're rolling 5s and 6s?
I rolled 2 5s.
Alright, so that's going to be another 2 damage on top of that. So 8 plus 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 points of damage to this thing. Wow. Alright.
Jeez.
And then I also parry, so I get +1 defense. So instead of -2 defense, I just got -1 defense.
Okay, Gideon.
I mean,
Right?
Just coming out here swinging hot.
I love all the rules. I mean,
No, bitch, I love this.
Okay.
I want to play it again.
Well,
Well,
Did you,
yeah, I was expecting this comment to go a little bit longer than that. But if you're going to roll out 14 damage on this thing, yeah, plus the bolt pistol shot really, like, that staggered it hard. So, yeah, you guys hear this huge, like, gorilla-sized monster rushing towards you, its tail whipping with its bone. You immediately, like, fall back, pop off a shot with the bolt pistol, hits it in the head, staggers it, and you run up, chainsword revving, and you just two-hand this and just cut it up the middle.
I get into cover for a minute, and then I silence for a second, and then I go, I thought there was going to be more.
Whew! Good lord.
he was
Expecting a much longer combat than that, man. I work. You know what I did for that model? I paid money off Amazon to order a non-painted model and to get that shit. That thing's made out of resin. I had to get that shipped. Look at that tail. Oh,
So good.
oh, yeah. I painted that by hand.
It looks good.
Yeah.
it looks
And
good.
now he's dead. Okay, we actually may be able to push further a little more than I was thinking of. All right. Yes, as you stand over the corpse of this beast, it's alien blood just spilling out onto the floor. You both know that one of these creatures, number one, is used by the Drukari, the Dark Elves, and number two, it has a master. These things don't usually run wild.
These things never are alone. Kick it in the head.
good. The Emperor demands blood.
We shall find its master. I look at the tail. Does that have like the monofilament blade on it, or
No, it's made out of bone. It's extremely sharp for
It's not a monofilament.
No, it's not.
What about its claws?
Same thing. It ends in about maybe like 2 to 3 inch nail claw that comes out the tip of its finger, but nothing monofilament. No.
Sorry. Let's press on.
It didn't kill them.
That probably helped. Probably something out there.
Whoever's leading, roll me another survival check.
Right.
I guess I'll lead it.
We're gonna let you chill because you just chainsawed the devil.
I'm out of those.
Okay, then I got a success and then I got a 5 on the the round.
What?
Okay.
Burned it. You got a fucking point. Shit.
I could have too.
I'm sitting over here. I have to interrogate somebody, y'all.
I had to.
Who are you working for?
I had to.
Myself.
It was a hysterical item.
Can I argue that critical was me helping to cleanse the filth of the enemy with holy flame?
There was an explosion involved, so sure, why not? I'll allow it. That sounds fun. There you go. Okay, so you rolled a 1. You rolled 1 success.
I rolled 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I need you to roll me 2d6.
5 and a 1.
Okay.
All right. Roll me one more die.
Bless
I got a 3. 5, 1, 3.
Okay. A large cave terminates with several tunnels leading deeper underground. A battered and abandoned pack of unfamiliar ammunition lies on the craggy ground.
Gonna investigate that.
Going to investigate that.
Okay. For the investigation, you'll need to roll either a tech test or a ballistic skill test.
Tech. Okay.
Okay. And that
Do
is-
a ballistic.
yeah, that ballistics.
Oh wow.
I got 1 success.
2 success, but a 1 on the.
I got 5 success and a 6 on the rat die.
How many successes?
I got 2 6s and
Uh-huh.
1 5. So that's
5 successes.
5 successes.
Okay.
I got 6 on the rat.
I got 3 successes on the list.
Okay. So you rolled a complication on
Yep, I
yours,
rolled a complication. And
and
he rolled a.
Yeah.
He rolled. Do we get a glory back for that?
we do. Get the story back. Okay.
It's a really
Roll me.
engaging system.
You rolled the critical failure.
Yep.
Roll me a d6.
5.
5. Something about the environment's going to change. What changes?
So we're in a cave that terminates, and there are 5 tunnels that come off.
Yes.
Are the tunnels going? And they go deeper, right?
They all go deeper. Yes.
One of the tunnels starts having liquid bubble out of it.
Okay. So some sort of strange liquid is bubbling out of one of the tunnels. It's probably a dark grayish color. It's hard to see in the darkness, but with what light you have, you can kind of see the light reflecting off of it. Dangerous to go in that direction. You with that 5 plus your bonuses that you get, you realize this is a weapon made. This is ballistics. Let's see, pop marks. Impact. No, that's number 9 that we're looking for. Here we go. Sorry, reading the wrong thing. The Drukhari use weapons called splinter weapons, where they fire off shades of crystalline fire, and they fire that at hypersonic speeds. You have found ammunition for a splinter weapon.
Xenos tech. Don't worry about it.
Just slowly points over to whatever the liquid coming out.
Yeah.
of the tunnel that started just filling up with liquid.
Yeah, probably not good to go that direction.
But we do know some sort of potentially a Drukhari is down here, if not a whole squadron. Want to be on your guard.
Agreed.
All right, who's next? Who wants to roll the next survival?
Yep.
Or I can do it. I have this. Okay, I'm just gonna take that one.
Okay,
It's just 1 success on the rat.
roll me 2d6.
2d6.
Yeah.
4 and a 2.
4 and a 2. Roll me another one.
4.
A huge cavern, half covered in wraithbone ruins. At its center is a bizarre shrine with dull, inlaid gemstones. Human blood has been shed on the ruins, and strange patterns have been carved into them with sharp blades.
What is this heresy?
Sort of Xenos shrine. I feel they're close. I'm gonna investigate the chamber
Okay.
just to see.
Go on, heresy. Go out.
Come here, Xenos. You fucking space elves. Damn it.
It's because you're smack talking the space dark elf.
Yeah. 2 successes, but a failure, natural 1 on the rat die.
Okay, so you think that the shrine itself is older than whatever carvings in human blood. The blood looks pretty recent. Like it's sticky, but it hasn't like flaked away. So it's been within a few weeks that this is blood has been spilled here.
Let's do that. Do that. Nat 1 rat
Yep, go ahead and roll it.
3.
More PTSD for you.
I'm like sitting there touching the blood like this, and then like it's like that dog meme where you see the helicopters in the war of this.
All of us have PTSD. We're living in the world of 40K.
Going to basically, say basically a small prayer and then just light this altar up with holy flame.
All right.
That is an objective. Got to
Okay.
purge a heretical item with holy flame.
That sounds like a good plan. What do you have that sets things on fire?
Let's see here.
I know you got your chain bayonet. I'm sure that you've got some way of. I would not mind you saying that you've got like some sort of lighter or something that you could
Probably
set things on
do
fire.
probably just like some lighter
We stole
lighter
lighter
to just
from
like
France. I'm sure
to
it's
just
from
basically like cauterize the wound quickly and just
Oh, absolutely.
go to town on it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like scum heretical item.
Yeah.
I'm still touching it
You're
because
past
I'm still dazed from the PTSD, and then it starts getting hot. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay,
You
walk off.
emanating from a nearby tunnel, you hear sounds of it. It sounds like voices. It's a little bit far off, and you can't quite make out what the words are, but you think you're on the right track.
Can I tell what kind of language it is?
Go ahead and roll an investigation on that. Actually, no. This would actually be an awareness check because you are trying to just hear what it is. Like it's part of your senses. So
2 successes.
2 successes. It's a little bit further off, so it's hard to tell like what the distance and the way that the sound is bouncing around the cave. Is this? You're going to follow this?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow it.
Okay. All 4
Yeah.
of you begin following this. A sense of danger begins to. You feel like you're getting close to whatever it is. I'd like everyone to roll me stealth, as I feel like all of you would try to be a little bit on the quiet end.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's not. Can I use a?
Okay, I'm good on stealth.
glory
Yeah.
to get an extra?
You may.
I rolled a 1 and a 1, and so then I spent a token, and I rolled it, and it looked like it was going to do something, and they
Oh, I
bumped
got it.
each other back into 1 and 1.
Oh my
no.
I was betrayed.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I
I got 3 success with a 1 more to glory because I got a.
Okay, so we're gonna add 1 back into the pile.
I'm either rolling glory or I'm getting PTSD at this point.
I
Yeah.
go.
I rolled 4 with a 6 on my wrath die.
I had got
You also got a 6 on the wrath? Okay.
I had got a 4 on my wrath die, and I had got a 6 on one of the normal die.
Okay, so that's 3 successes. And you got double 1s.
I got double 1s.
Roll me another 6 real quick.
Oh,
I got a 4.
4. Some technology in the scene malfunctions. This could be something you own, something you're interacting with, or something in the environment.
A piece of technology.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're in a cave, right?
Yeah.
So the only technologies. All of a sudden, my data slate
Mm-hmm.
has an alarm go off that I forgot that was set on it.
Yeah. It's your wake up alarm or something.
For your shows.
Yeah, for my shows.
shows and 42.
Yeah. The little notification bar pops up. There's a new episode of Caiaphas Cain, Hero of the Imperium. You could quickly just hit the silent button. Your
So-
signal
Sorry about
is
that.
amazing. You're inside a mountain.
Who's your right?
The Empire is the Empire.
That's why they
TNT.
sacrifice so many people a day.
Keep the broadcast going.
So, oh yeah, okay. So you four are making your way down this tunnel, and the sound is getting clearer. You two do not understand what the voices are saying. You two, however, are catching it that it is a form of Aldari, though very harsh and guttural form of Elvish. That's a weird combination. The gist.
I try to speak hell.
The gist of what you're hearing is, when will Monfret let us storm the portal chamber and force the tantalizing screams of death from the throat of that foolish ranger? Her pain is sure to make a delectable feast. Be quiet, Kigeth. We all long to see that wretched creature's blood, but she has already slain 4 of us. She is doomed as long as we guard her only exit. So have some patience. So, all of you quietly get to the opening of this cavern, and what you're seeing is a large temple that you are standing in at this point. The center is a statue dedicated to some sort of elvish god, feminine in description from looking at it, surrounded by plants, carvings of plants that are growing out of the pedestal that she stands upon. To your left is a open doorway where there are 2 dark elf or Drakari warriors who are staring down this door, weapons held and raised. On the opposite side, on the left-hand side, is a shut door.
Okay, so we only see the 2 Drakari.
Yes.
Okay, well, I want to get the...
Are we above them or like behind them?
You are behind them. They are facing toward you're coming in, looking off to your left. There are 2 Drakari, but they are facing a door that's on your left. So you're actually coming up from behind them.
Take one of the grenades and chuck it at them.
All right. Which you're throwing a cracked grenade or a frag grenade?
I think we only got the frag.
I was given 3 grenades. I didn't write down what type.
Ah, okay.
That's where the fragment is.
Yeah. Fragmentation grenades. All right. So we need to look at blast weapons. Blast weapons can hit multiple creatures, depending on the number beside the blast type. A frag grenade uses blast 6, so it can hit up to 6 targets. So you're gonna chuck this thing.
Would this count as a surprise attack?
I would say yeah, because they're not looking in the right direction.
Okay.
And
so-
2 extra damage.
Okay, so what do I roll?
Okay, so it is a ranged weapon, so you would roll ballistic.
Okay, ballistics. That's good.
Do you want to spend glory?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, y'all pull up anyway, so go ahead.
Get that satisfying, like, exalted feeling of... Six successes.
Okay. An absolute hit. They've caught them completely unawares. Go ahead. A frag grenade does 10 damage, and it does an extra 4 ED. So you roll 4 dice.
Then with the surprise and plus 2 ED.
There you go. So throw 2 more on there.
I love this game. Okay. 5, 5, 5.
Jeez.
5, 5, 5, 5, 6.
Oh my god.
How many successes is that?
Uh,
5 successes?
5, 6.
6 successes.
Okay.
This is a 6, right? So that counts
Yeah.
as 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Woo. That's like a total of Yeah, that's 15 damage
Yeah.
to these guys. All right. So there is you chuck this thing perfectly, arches across the lobby of this ancient temple, clatters to the ground. Both of them immediately turn and look, and then attempt to dive out of the way. So they're gonna take 10 plus 15 damage. Their resilience knocks off not enough. So that's 9 and 11. And then they're going to try to use their determination to convert this into shock. So hopefully that they can survive. So I'm going to spend a couple ruin points for them to try to dodge out of the way. 1, 2, 3. See if they do. That converts to shock. And the other one, 1, 2, 3. He got 3 successes, so he'll convert 3 shock. But that is not enough. So you chuck this grenade, and it clatters, and they try to, and they, like, it's just for a split second. You just see them shift extremely quickly, but it is not enough to get out of the blast radius of this grenade as it explodes, and shrapnel just rains through their body. And they just fall to the ground, a crumpled mess. One of them, a less armored, carrying a pistol and a blade, and completely uncovered as far as their head goes. Probably was female. You're not quite sure. 1, it's elves. 2, it's blood corpse. The other one was fully armored. Again, you can't really tell male or female. But they're both gone. They are both dead.
Very effective.
Hmm.
Just go in there, just start looking around,
Okay.
go to the corpse, kick it in the head.
Okay. You go over to the corpse, kick it in the head. Again, you're seeing 2 different doors. One up to your left, it's open. One to the right, it's closed. And the statue that's in the center of the room. What do you want to do?
Want to try to look at the door that they were investigating.
Okay. The door is open. It opens, and you can look as you look into it. You can see an empty chamber, except at the far end is this odd architecture. It's 2 spires that curve to come up to a point. They don't touch, but they make an arch shape.
They were talking about some sort of ranger they were trying to get in the ambush on.
I also talk about portal.
I would agree
Yeah.
so.
Hold up the other 2 grenades.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The,
just close the door and destroy it. It's heresy.
So
What's your...
What did they say?
They were talking about trying to find another ranger and going through this portal.
Friendly ranger? Friendly to them?
One of ours.
No, won't kill.
I couldn't tell if they were talking about someone that was non-Xenos or not. It was just a ranger. It could have been
I think it
Xenos
was
fighting with each other.
I think it should wait. Let's find out the bottom of this.
But what? Now I'm trying to go like further in the farmer front.
mhm.
What if they come back behind us and try to stab?
We'll have someone watch behind us.
It's very upset you can't blow something up. I'm gonna go look at the other door.
Okay, the other door is closed. It's made of probably of also wraith bone. Yeah, probably so.
Okay. Can I slowly open it?
You may.
Freak it
Thank you,
open.
Yeah. So you open this door, and the sight on the other side is very gruesome. You open the door and are hit by a mixed reek of rotting wounds, stale air, and smoke. The room that you're looking into was once some sort of Xenos temple, a room set aside. It has since been converted into a torture chamber. There are a slew of corpses littering the floor, among them a few heavily mutilated survivors who are currently being tortured.
Oh, there are Xenos in there.
Yes. You see one with a large glaive as she stands there directing 4 others who have blades as they begin to torture what looks to be some of the laborers that had been kidnapped. They disappeared from them.
Oh, you want?
I don't have good ballistics. Like, I got grenade. Like, the whole reason that Eleanor got grenades is somebody could throw a grenade or dead man switch.
I have 1 up in ballistics.
Okay, I'm gonna spend another glory.
Are we killing all the people being tortured too?
They died for the Emperor.
Wow.
No compassion for humanity. I'm glad you took my words to heart. Throw that grenade.
Amen.
Does this
To
count
be
as a
fair,
sneak
we
attack?
also have to help them out of here after they've been tortured.
This
A
count as
few
sneak
body
attack?
parts missing. It'll be fine.
Yeah, because I'll go ahead and count it as a sneak attack.
I just want to do this.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Come on, roll it, roll it.
Okay, not since the last one. Still pretty good. So 4 successes on that.
Okay. So you can hit a total of 6. There are 5 that you can see. So we'll say that they all hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me. 10 plus ED plus 4. So yeah.
Plus 2. So 80 plus 86.
4 successes. Yeah, 4 successes.
Okay, that's 14 points damage. Nice. So you throw this grenade into this room, and it lands, and all hell breaks loose as the explosion goes off, killing any of the tortured, the people being tortured. Honestly, a saving grace as far as what was happening to them.
You gave them mercy.
Yeah.
Emperor's mercy.
The 4 of the aliens that you saw go down. Another one is going to attempt to dodge the blast. Getting 1, 2 successes
Did
off.
you take both or just one?
I just threw 1.
Okay. But did you take both when I held them up?
I assume so, yeah.
Okay. Then I can erase this off my sheet.
Minus
Decent.
6. Okay. Okay. All right. So extremely hurt, but still alive. So you guys are in the next room over, standing at the door. It's gone. Okay, we'll take that off.
And it's gone.
All of you are standing at the doorway here. There we are.
We can
Okay.
just picture some bodies everywhere.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of confetti, of gore.
Gore fatty.
As
Oh,
one of them
no.
was able to survive, along with several that were standing on the side watching the fight or the torture and enjoying what they were seeing.
Mm-hmm.
It's gone. I have no idea where it is.
We'll worry about it once we break
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and move on into the fight. The grenade has been tossed. I'm going to spend a point of ruin and seize the initiative.
Oh, God.
Can I seize the point of glory to seize the initiative again?
I'm going to say no on that. All right.
Like counterspell.
Oh, you're about to.
This one turns. The leader here turns, seeing you four there, and
Hey.
she screams out in Drukari, Oathbreakers, and she rushes forward, incredibly fast, moving at about 8 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, flies through them.
I'm dead.
Why'd she do that?
Okay. So you were the one actually at the door who threw the grenade.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's actually going to go after you.
That's fine. You know, I'll try my best here. I only have 1 defense, by the way.
Yeah. She's probably going to eat you up. All right. Taking her weapon skill.
Uh-oh. That's a lot.
Okay, the good news is that the glaive follows the unwieldy rule. So that's actually good in your favor. But is going to get 3 6s on that roll and 2 more successes on top of that. Good news, though, she rolled a complication.
Okay.
Okay.
The glaive gets stuck.
A 4 and a
But
2,
it's in
so
your chest.
42.
It's stuck on
Okay.
your side.
Yeah, the weapon has some sort of malfunction, is what it says. So it's a melee weapon, so they don't really malfunction. But yeah, it's gonna.
Does she slap with the
It's
side
like-
instead of the blade? Is that the malfunction?
It could be. She's going to do. Let's see. 1, 2, 11 points of damage to you. And the blade cuts through armor, ignoring 3 points of any armor that you're carrying.
That's cool.
What armor are you wearing?
I'm wearing flak armor.
So whatever your resilient. So what's
My resilience is 7.
So we're gonna knock it down by 3 points, making it a 4.
So
So you're gonna eat 9 points of damage.
yeah, that I have 5 wounds.
Yeah,
so,
that means that you're going down.
cool.
So that means I need you to roll me a memorable injury. Roll me a d6.
Could he roll determination to transfer that?
He can. Yeah, he can. So
Okay.
what is your determination?
4.
Roll 4 dice.
Okay.
How many successes did you get? Not enough.
Damn, you kidding me? 1.
1? Okay, you can convert 1 point of damage into shock.
So
Okay.
that still means
You're still down. Roll me. Go ahead, roll me.
4.
A 4. She broke your jaw as the blade hit, and you fall to the ground, slamming your chin into the ground.
Oh.
Your jaw is broken. You are currently in the dying condition. If you take another attack, you will start taking traumatic injuries.
That's cool. You can only have 2 of those.
You can only have 2 of those.
Okay. Hi, guys.
it was coming.
Yeah.
It was coming.
All right.
We were feeling big and bad until that showed up.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not space marines. We people.
Yeah.
So,
It is your go. Yeah. She sees the initiative, so now it's your guys' go.
Well, I see this, and I'm going to. I'm gonna attack.
Okay.
Naturally. Yeah.
No, it's more like.
I'm gonna talk like you now.
I understand you perfectly fine.
I'm gonna all out attack.
Okay.
In our head, for like, hello, how are you
Throw my
doing?
chains forward.
Fantastic, sir.
But everyone else did.
5 successes.
Very nice. All right. 5 successes is enough to hit her. Yes.
And with 2 extra damage. So 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Brutal.
10. She's going to convert that. Fine. Okay. And she's going to try to knock that in the resolve down. And fails. Unfortunately, she is not going to survive that attack. The chainsword does cut her down.
Thank you, buddy.
For the Emperor! Attack!
Okay. Their turn now.
I am going to seize the initiative
Okay.
to try to go ahead and then restore Ishmael.
All right. You'll need to do a Medicaid check.
Okay.
You've actually, I believe you gain bonuses whenever you do a Medicaid check. It should be might be on your second page.
Yeah. It basically says that I get a +2 die to Medicaid K whenever a character is dying.
Okay.
So then that will be 8 dice I am rolling.
Holy shit.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wait. 6, 7, 8.
Mm-hmm.
Mine.
Oh my. Okay.
I mean, you did just get bitch smacked with a glaive right into the ground. Like, that's understandable.
See, out of the 8,
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I had basically got 2 successes and then a 6 on my exalted dice. So then that's 4.
Okay.
And then I think that on that the exalted, I
Yeah.
mean that is a critical.
Yeah, you so when you're trying to restore somebody's hit points, you're trying to beat 3 successes. You've beaten the 3 successes, so you will get him 1 wound back.
Mm-hmm.
If you get any more 6s after that, then that becomes an extra wound that you give back to him.
Okay.
So right now you're back up to 1 wound.
I'll take it.
Yeah. You still keep the broken jaw. If you take more injuries, eventually those will translate and start translating to traumatic injuries.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
All right.
Okay, so these guys will take their turn. Seeing that melee is not the right option for you guys, this guy's going to step forward, and he's going to aim a long rifle at you, and he's going to take a shot.
Who's he shooting at?
Let's see. Well, there is you standing in the doorway. So, yeah, well, I'll take a shot at you.
Has literally done nothing. It's just standing there.
1, 2, 3,
Fuck
4.
you in particular, okay?
Okay.
It's understandable.
2, 4, 5, 6 successes. So it definitely hit. However, it also rolled a complication on its weapon. So a 6 and a 3. That is okay. He raises the rifle and fires, hitting you, but at the same time, a malfunction happens in his weapon, and glass shards blow back into its armored face, cracking its protective goggles, and it becomes blinded.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Yeah, don't roll 63 apparently.
Away though.
Yeah. So it's gonna get 1 extra die. It does not. He's going to do 7 points of damage to you.
So I get to use resilience, right?
Yeah, your resilience already kicks in.
Okay.
So whatever that number is,
It's
you can-
2.
your resilience is 2 or your defense is 2.
So I'm looking at my defense is 2.
That's the number I have to hit.
Oh yeah.
Below
my
that-
resilience is 2.
Your
Your
resi-
resilience is only 2?
Yeah, my resilience is only 2.
Oh yeah. Okay. Unarmored. He's the wizard. He's the info wizard.
I'm the clerk.
Yeah. So you're gonna take 5 points of damage.
Okay, I have determination, so I can roll that to see if I reduce it.
Yes.
I'll
What's your-
catch that in.
Okay. You have 1 determination?
I have 1 determination. I'm not beefy.
You're not.
I rolled a 5.
Okay, so you do succeed. You can convert 1 of those points into shock.
Okay, so how much harm is still coming at me?
4 wounds, 1 shock.
I'm down.
Okay.
Wow, we're really
Roll me a d6.
5.
5. Let's see. A memorable injury. It just says it says twitch. You gain a twitch.
It clipped a nerve.
Yeah. So, yeah, somewhere probably along
Oh no!
your spine, maybe.
It got my sciatic.
Yeah, a needle shoots into you, and you just begin sort of fall to the ground, twitching. As all of you watch as this black needle begins to the color in it begins to descend, and you can see black varicose veins begin appearing on.
Hooray! Look, guys, I was useful in the first half of this, not the second.
Hey, you had the grenades.
I did. I assisted.
Okay, so
All right, that's their turn. It's you guys'
He
turn.
hasn't had a turn yet.
I-
Did he do anything yet?
I'm dying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dying. You got okay. Yeah, if you
I am up, right? Or-
you are up, yes.
Okay.
You do have that other grenade because you took both.
I am going to. Can I just stumble up
Mm-hmm.
as she's helping me? I'm like,
Throw the other one. Yeah, all right. There's 6 of them in there. How
I'm
big?
going to take another glory.
All right.
Sorry
How
for
big is the
using
blast
them all.
on this?
No,
thing?
No.
There's no. You are using the glories to make bigger booms.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 success.
3 successes. Let's see. Against them, that is just enough to hit.
Okay.
So that's 10 plus roll 4 dice.
Yeah.
Not a sneak attack though.
Okay. 3.
So
3
successes. So 13 points of damage. Minus that. Jesus Christ, guys. All right. These guys.
for the win.
Yeah, grenades. I was going to be like, I'm throwing some grenades. I'm sure it'll be fine. No.
But that only reach those on the right side. It wouldn't reach the other side, would it?
I'm trying to see if there's a range of the blast. It tells me how many people it can hit.
It says radius of 3.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
Well, it's a frag grenade. Okay.
yeah. So you
I
can
was looking at.
hitting those 3.
I was considering these 3, but if it'd be more, if I could get those 3, then I'll.
One dude's blind and 5 of them have taken no damage.
Yeah, you can take out 3 of them right now.
I'll take out these 3.
Okay, so you can go ahead and pull those 3, because the grenade rips into them.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there. Oh, watch you!
All right. The second one here is going to move up and going to take a shot. He's seeing that
I'm down.
you're down. Going to fire at the at you, the
Kill the cleric.
The cleric, yeah. Kill the healer. Taking a shot with their splinter rifle.
Ooh. But that doesn't sound great.
No, that's what I got ganked with.
Yeah, 2, 4, 5, 6 successes on the hit. No critical or anything. Gonna do 8 points of damage. You're wearing power armor.
Yeah,
You have
which is 8.
You have 8 determination.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so 8 resilience.
8
Yeah.
resilience.
Okay. Yeah. So he levels the rifle, fires, and it does strike, but your power armor deflects it off as it doesn't stick.
Just going to because I got an objective I need to clear off, just going to be like, you know that you do not strike a bloody rose because our thorn will lash out around your neck.
I like it. Here you go. Have one.
And with
Thank you.
that, I'm going to say, I'm their thorn. And I charge.
All right.
Closest one.
Yeah. That guy's blinded, so he can't see. So when somebody is blinded,
Then I get plus 1
Combat
because
is
I'm
pretty
charging.
brutal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I was saying earlier. Looking at the damage, it's easy to die.
I am cleric tank apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think clerics used to be the tanky types, especially in 3rd edition. Yeah, I have pretty high resilience. It's just that one strike just decimated me, and also ignored some of my arm. It's really fucked me.
Yeah, I'm trying to bring y'all back at least up some.
Okay, so all right, you're good. So yeah, go ahead.
I don't
He's
get-
blinded. He takes negatives to hit you.
Okay. I'll get a +1 die for charging.
Yep.
That's 3 successes.
3 successes is just what you needed.
Awesome. And then let's change swords. So 4, 5. 5 extra damage for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage total.
13, subtract that. Yeah. You rush in as this guy's blinded from his own weapon, and you strike him down with your chainsword. A fountain of blood, just as he falls to the ground.
Can I use my remaining movement to move up towards him?
You know what? I'm gonna go say yeah. We'll go ahead and do that.
My point.
Okay. Their turn. That guy's already taken a shot, so this guy will see that his friend's in trouble, move forward and try to shoot you. 3, 4, 6. Firing the splinter rifle.
My defense is 1.
He hits you.
Yeah.
It's okay. And 5. So 8 points of damage.
Alright, so I'll take 1 wound.
All right. And as this needle flies at and hits you in the shoulder, you see again its contents, a black viscous goo, begin to slowly, just quickly pump into your system. Varicose veins spreading out. You are currently poisoned.
Can I transfer that wound into shock?
You may. Roll your determination. Get a success.
I got 3 successes.
All right. Yeah, you're able to transfer it.
Still poisoned.
Yeah.
He's still poisoned, but now he doesn't. But now he's able to shrug it off. That's gonna be their turn. Has anybody else? You guys gone?
I was gonna try to heal up Eleanor.
Okay.
So let me see that that's 6 plus 2, so that's 5. Okay. I am going to spin one of these because I have a lot of these.
Okay.
So try to get some more successes.
I told you not to get worried.
Okay, so that's going to be 1, 2,
Oh yeah. Ooh, good
3,
weight.
4.
Like, technically, I'm better at close range or at melee, but not by
Okay, so
much.
then that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
All right.
Nice.
So that does get you the wound back. Any of those were 6s?
No.
Okay, yes, it gets you 1 wound back then.
All right.
So you're back up.
Sits up and fires immediately.
Sure. Go ahead. Take a shot.
And if I go back down and I'm dead, that's
Yeah.
So that's still glory. Since he's
Yeah. We'll say he's spending a glory to steal the initiative.
Perfect.
Go ahead and take a shot.
A bit more liberal with their use of the
2 successes.
Nice.
That is not going to be enough to hit them.
Oh.
Moving to their
quickly.
turn. This one's close combat fighting against you. He's just going to try to butt you with the rifle that he's holding. So it's going to switch to weapon skill. Oh, 3 successes, which is enough to hit you.
Yeah.
Okay. And completely failing on the extra damage, only doing 5 points of damage.
Alright, my resilience sucks it all up.
Okay. Yeah. So he pulls out this blade at the end of his weapon and tries to cut you with it, and you are able to deflect it as you're. What? Oh, that's right.
I have parry. I forgot about that too.
It's not just that. You're not wearing any armor. Your only thing that's protecting you is a Rosarius that is around your neck. All of you watch as this thing tries to stab into him, and a golden light of the Emperor shines as a force field activates, blocking the blade.
The Emperor shines on me today. I fucking love this game.
I'm gonna pull out my bolter, my bolt pistol, and aim at this guy right here.
All right.
Still trying to shoot at us.
Okay.
Okay. I got a 6 on that, so that gets 1. I got a 4 total.
Okay, that's a hit.
And
So that if you roll a 6 with a wrath, it's a critical.
oh, it's a critical?
Yeah, critical
Yeah.
hit. Roll 2d6.
2d6.
Oh, what? No, what?
2 2s.
2 2s. 22. Brutal rupture. Mangled flesh, crushed bone, and ruptured organs make your foe gasp in wretched pain. Suffers 1d3 wounds and is hindered. So roll d3.
1.
Okay, plus your regular damage.
Okay, so that's a 1 ED. That doesn't go through, so it's 10 damage.
Oh, plus 1 from to make it 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, not even his resilience can't eat it up. So your bolt pistol, again, you rip off a shot, and the bolt hits him in the chest, and this for that split second, he's just staring there, looks at it, and then that's when the round goes off, and his chest explodes.
I look at the other guy. You're next.
And I'm gonna seize initiative.
Okay.
Just to make sure he's next.
All right, go ahead.
And I'm going to all out attack.
All right, hit him with this chainsword.
Are these like level 1 characters? Like,
Yeah, you guys are level 1.
Okay, like this is like really fun for like.
Alright, so I got 4 successes, but a 1 on my wrath die.
Okay, so that is going to be a combat complication. A 1 and a 3. So you've definitely hit this guy. Roll me damage.
4. 2, 4, 5. 5 extra damage for a total of 13 damage.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna do it. Okay, so you slice into this guy, and he crumples to the ground. Everyone around you is basically dead, and then your chainsword runs out of gas.
Good thing the Emperor deemed it necessary for a last pistol.
Okay, so you figured out what was causing the disappearances. Now we're gonna skip a little bit forward, and you four have a choice to make. You know what caused the disappearances. Who do you tell?
We should go with
Grass.
Grass.
You
Yeah.
need to tell grass.
We
Right.
tell Crest first, and then I think we should tell the people. Like, have like a big area in the middle,
Yeah.
and
Do you
Pulls
want
out a knife and takes an Eldar head.
completely?
take it away from the Ministorum and the Adeptus Mechanicus, take it out of their hands, and let the people know exactly what was going on.
And condemn the church here because
Absolutely.
they haven't been doing their job.
Yeah.
I think they.
And make the militarum look good.
Yeah.
So maybe we can get more people joining the Emperor's army.
Or get more grenades. Those seem to be pretty
Yeah.
effective.
Give everyone a grenade.
Go with Crass and
Go with
tell the
Crass.
people about the failures of the church and
Yeah.
Okay.
Adeptus Mechanicus.
So you inform the Militarum. Okay, so the Militarum, the way that they take it is that some dirty Xenos have been killed, and they are all for that. You've helped to defend the area. However, they will probably take it out whenever on the Imperial Bastion that they weren't able to detect that there was the Xenos in the area. So there may be a few demotions or something going around. over
Good.
there. You inform the laborers of what's happening, and this is going to cause them to sort of have a resurgence of the of their older faith, the grim harvest of the dark shades that would come out of the ruins to kidnap people, because that's what was happening. And the church is going to have to throw a major religious swing into this in order to even try to keep power at this point. They're not enjoying having to explain that away, that it wasn't the Adeptus Mechanicus that was doing it. It was these ancient things that they've been saying don't exist that have been doing it. All right, guys, that's going to be in this game.
Awesome.
Love this
So,
game.
a few details about the game that we didn't go over with. This ward that I had before is American Sign Language. It means friend.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea is that if something is chasing you in the middle of the night, you go like this to tell that it's a friend.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Would it have worked?
Oh no, they would have laughed. Yeah. And do you tell anyone about the warp portal, the gate?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Would have told Prax.
You tell Prax about it.
And then, well, we would tell him first because we're in the car with them, but I figured we eventually would tell the Adepticus because they're
if
techie
there
boys.
was any way to go over the heads, I would probably,
Oh yeah, you can just keep it to yourself and not tell anybody until you get back to headquarters.
yeah, that's what I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we can just have someone come down first world.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining me on this game. I really enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed
Thank you very much for running this. This
I
was
love
a
it.
new system, different and good.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we'll be back here in about 15.
Mm-hmm.
About 15 to then run Houston. We have a problem.
And that is the last game of the night of the Extra Life weekend.
Again, thank you for running it.
Yeah.
Also, remember, if you're watching and you can donate, please do. The link is down below, or you can hit the QR code to the side. It'll take you to our website. You can donate. All donations between now and December 31st will go to Batson's Children in Jackson to help parents pay medical bills. So we'll see y'all here in a minute.
All right.